Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far where I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays, I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days, I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So you don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping. Stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they
Oh, you know that mute monster got you, brother.
God is in that intro, boy. Woo, that thing sounds good. I love that. Boy, that jazz is wonderful. Man, won't he do it? Hey, listen, guys, thank you for being here tonight. We got 20 watching, and we should have 20 likes because I know you guys love the platform. And so we're going to do big things over here. We got a show on every night on this network to entertain you, to teach you, to love on you, to score on you, all this kind of stuff over here we're trying to do. Right now, guys, if you want to, we do a lot of work. I put a lot of work into this. And my grandmother, my grandfather, and especially my grandmother say, baby, anything you do that you love to do, you should get little appreciation for it. So, guys, please, if you want to contribute to the channel and you enjoy what you're seeing, please do not hesitate to drop your boy Cash App. All right. And it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and hit that. For your boy, I will call your name out as they come in, like I did last week. We had the sponsor last week. RBN was the sponsor. TJ was the sponsor last week. So thank him for that. I appreciate you, my brother. All right. Now, we got Lost in Translation in the building tonight. My co-host tonight. Listen, we have an exciting show tonight. Woman, Thou Art Loose. Yes, it's a lot of loose ones out here. And guess what? Tonight, my co-host and I are going to sit back. We're going to ask the questions, and we're going to let the ladies talk tonight. All right, are you excited about that Lost in Translation? We got some beautiful.
I'm waiting on this. I've been waiting on this since you put it up, man. Let's do this thing.
talk to me. All right. These women are coming in here from every walk of life. Dark skin, light skin, mocha, drunk, drinking wine, not drinking, pumping iron. Just they're coming from all walks of life. You know, I thought I saw Jenny back there. You know, she was hitting something. I don't know. It's just she was pumping. That's my girl Jenny. Shout out to Jenny, man. I love Jenny. We just joking. But we got some people in the chat tonight. Let's call them out. What we got? Who we got in the chat tonight?
Well, first of all, we're gonna welcome Embrace the Grace. You know, she's back there in the back, ready to go.
Absolutely, Embrace.
We also are captained by Take Heed to the Message.
To the doggone message.
And of course, you know, we have our fantastic moderator, Lady Navoy. She said, let's go. Let's go. She's ready. Also, we are being watched by Daft Bully in the building. That's right. Also, we have I Dodged the Trap in the building. Also followed by Almond Eyes in the building. Yes. And we have our brother Trey Ferg in the building. Yes, indeed. He's ready to go. He said, shout out to the ladies in the chat, the queens, and everyone in between. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. And of course, you know, we got A&E. He talking about he saw the woman twerking in the thumbnail, so he came. Let's go. Who else do we have? Yes, we have the one and only Miss Jenny in the building. And we also have Andre Terry in the building. Mo Love, we see you. We see you. She's watching from the clouds. And who else do we have? We have Leaked in the building. And we have JT from the What We Know podcast.
Come on, man. That's my guy.
Yes, he did. And we also got Trey in the building. Mr. I don't want to fold no clothes.
Hey, Mr. You know what, guys? You know, Trey got his own theme over here. I'm going to play it for you guys. Ladies, make sure you hold yourself down, man, because Trey got his own theme over here. Trey, thank you for being here. Let me hit this real quick.
I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, can't dance all night long. I can't help it. Stupid.
All right, that's and Trey.
Let me tell you something, man. Trey smooth as warm peanut butter in the summertime, man. Look at it.
Man, thank y'all for being here tonight, man. This is gonna be an amazing show, man. It's always good, man. You know what? I was thinking about this earlier. It's always good to have women who are married and some women who are aspiring to be married come and have a conversation. Not the ratchet women. You ain't gonna see no women up here with green hair. You ain't gonna see no women up here twerking in the camera. No, these are not these type of women. These women here are coming to bring the pain tonight, and I'm excited about it. So, without further ado, lost in translation, we got to get the ladies up here.
Yes,
I want to, man, listen. I want to first bring up. She wasn't going to be able to be here tonight. Then she texts back and said, "Hey, I'm coming." Right? Because her husband loves what we're doing over here, and so I appreciate him. Shout out to him. In the building tonight, we have Callie Bev in the building tonight. Come on, y'all, get to give it up for Callie in the building. Being here, hon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Also in the building tonight, we got Miss Jenny in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, next up, we got Anissa. Now, Anissa, I'm going to bring her up. But Anissa, when I bring you up, you got to tell the ladies what wine you're drinking tonight and what wine are you sponsoring tonight. Anissa, what kind of wine do you have tonight? And what do you have? What are you bringing us?
Okay, I am drinking a Chardonnay tonight. It is also by Camus. 2 weeks ago, I did a Cabernet by Camus. But this is called Mer Soleil, MERSOLEIL, and it is a full-bodied Chardonnay. Full-bodied essentially means it has a very rich, buttery taste. Mm-hmm. The notes are tropical fruits, mango, and coconut. I personally like this brand at room temperature. To me, you can taste the notes a little better when it's room temperature instead of really chilled. Camus is a wine from the California, Monterey area. And and it's reasonable. It's reasonably priced. It's under $20. And I think it's a great Chardonnay that you could drink at any time. So,
all right.
That's good.
Anissa, thank you so much. Anissa says she bringing look up in it. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, Anissa. Next up, we have Embrace the Grace in the building tonight. Thank you so much for being in the building tonight. Now, listen, ladies, when you're in the building tonight, I don't want you to do too much talking to Embrace the Grace because you don't. She's going to tell you.
Confused.
Don't want her to get too confused. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Embrace the Grace. Next up, we got the brown eyes, the almond eyes in the building tonight. Come on up, almond eyes. How you doing, Sugarfoot? Yeah. Thank you for being here.
I'm good. Right, how are you?
Man, I'm sunshine, partly cloudy with a chance of rain, but I'm gonna make it. Now I got one more person I'm gonna bring up here before I bring up the other person that's very important to me. This lady, every morning, she's a troublemaker. Now, I'm a troublemaker, but she's a troublemaker. She rocking the boat. She rocked the boat. She don't just rock the boat. She flipped the boat over. And she does it every morning. She does it in her shorts. She does it in her live shows every day. She don't mind telling you what's on her mind, and she don't mind telling you about yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yours truly, the one and the only, about to be famous 20,000 subscriber. Take heed to the doggone damn message. Yeah, boy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at the left-hand corner tonight, you're going to see a guy that's going to be here tonight because I needed a little help. I had to get my two brothers to come in and help me with this power exchange that we're going to have in here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be handling himself as well. Give it up for my brother. Y'all know him. JT for What We Know Podcast is in the building tonight.
What's going on, brother?
JT. What's going on, man? Good to see you, Doc. Good to see you. Now, ladies, it is good to see you. I want to do a temperature check here on everybody that's on the panel. You know, we got to know how you're doing and how you're feeling. Callie Bev, how are you? How's the hubby? How's the family? And how are you today?
We good over here. You know, slow motion. Just another day.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And tell your husband I appreciate him as well. Miss Jenny, how are you? How's the family going on over there?
Things are good over here. Sunday night, I randomly got sick. I think I had food poisoning. So I'm glad that I'm back to 100% now. I'm ready to go all night with you guys. But yeah, so I don't know what happened to me, but I was down and out for 24 hours, but I'm back together now.
You know what it was? Miss Gina, you put out so much positive information that the hyenas were trying to knock you out. And it probably was a hyena that speaks your food, okay? Okay, so I just want you to know that, okay? Anissa, I know you've already introduced the wine of the night, but how are you doing tonight?
I am doing amazing. Yeah, I had a great day, and my weekend will start after tomorrow. So yeah, I'm ready.
I know that's right. Your man gonna be over there with you. I see. Okay, Anissa gonna be married December. Okay. Take heed to the message. How are you? How's the king and the kingdom and the children over there at your house?
Everybody's doing okay. 12 midnight. I will be 16 years married to a wonderful man.
Congratulations.
And I pray to a lifetime.
Well, you know what? Hey, you know what? I'm not calling you for no shows tomorrow. I'm not talking to you about no shows tomorrow because I know the chandelier's gonna be coming down at your house, the staircase, the kitchen table, the refrigerator gonna be turned over. Yeah, take heed to the message. It's gonna be hurricane heat tomorrow. Amen. Somebody touch your neighbor and say legally busted.
Legally busted.
Almond eyes, how are you doing tonight, sweetheart? That's a great picture. Okay, good. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, you froze.
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
There you go. She got it out quick. All right, embrace the grace. What's going on, Shug?
I'm good. Worked all day. Now here with the family. My dude got his surprise gift for Valentine's Day today at the doorstep. Wasn't even expecting it. So I'm happy because I work all day tomorrow. So it's all good.
Oh, so he over there right now?
No, we live 2 hours away, so he's over there. I'm over here.
I know that's right. But you're gonna drive that 120 minutes to get that thing high embrace. I know it. You gonna embrace the mileage. Go get it.
Embrace the thing.
Yeah, embrace the mileage.
Unlimited mileage over here. Got to.
All right, man. Thank y'all for being here. JT, man, my brother from another mother, man. How are you tonight, my brother?
I'm doing well, bro. It's Tuesday, you know. Had a little problem with the computer. It's back up now, baby.
I know that's right. When you
we will be doing the show tomorrow. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, brother. I'm glad you're back and running, man. Yes, Lost in translation, my brother. How are you?
I am well, sir. I am well. I'm glad to be in the service one more can.
I know that's right. I like that shirt, boy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I can't do nothing with it. I'd probably use it as a bandana or something. That's too little for me. But I like it, though. I like it.
The question is, how you doing today? That's the question.
Man, you know what? I had a long day. Normally, I park and ride because I work downtown Dallas. And so I park my big old black truck and ride all the train right into downtown Dallas every day. Right. And when I got there today on the way home, there was a guy on the train, a woman on the train, security guard. You know, they have the security there with armed security on the trains. Right. And one of the guys grabbed the gun out of her holster. And they wrestled on the train. And the gun was just pointing everywhere while they were wrestling for the gun. And everybody got up off the train. The conductor ran off the train, left the train. There was big chaos. Now, I didn't jump off the train, you know, because I always have my shit with me.
Right.
I had my book bag open. I was ready, you know, in case, you know, it came my way. But the guy jumped off the train and kept running with a gun. So I don't know if they called him. I don't know if it was a homeless guy, though. And yeah, he got her. So yeah, that was chaos today. But other than that, man, everything is good. Guys, listen, I have 4 women in my life that I'm going to take out to dinner tomorrow, and it's not going to be cheap.
Oh no.
And so I need y'all to go ahead and hit that cash app tonight for your boy, because I'm gonna be taking them out tomorrow night like I do every year. So hit that cash app for your boy. I already got one. Let me go ahead and see here. I got my hey, take heed to the message. Thank you for the cash app. I appreciate the sugar. She hit me with that $5. I sure need it because these women are expensive as hell. Good God about it. You know, I looked at the menu today for the restaurant. They want to go to the damn steak, $52. I said, what kind of fucking steak is this? Are they cooking it with gold oil? I don't understand. All right.
That's Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Shit, $58. And then I looked at the New York strip. It was $75. And that's mine. I like the New York strip shit. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll be there tomorrow. And I'm going to be walking up out there with my face upside down. Oh, so hit that cash up for you, boy. No, but thank y'all when you do give. I'll call your name out when you do. So, guys, I'm glad you're here. We're going to jump right into this thing. There's a lot been going on. And the title of the show tonight is Women That Are Loose. And the reason that it is because there's a lot of loose here today. There's a lot of women out of line. The first one I want to talk about is Kiki Wyatt. Sister Kiki says she's opening her own church. Because can't nobody talk about God like her right now. She got a story to tell, and she's going to be a pastor, and she's going to do it well. Ladies, what are your thoughts on Kiki starting her own church? I think Pandora's box is really showing up now. We'll start with you, Callie Bev. What are your thoughts on Kiki Wyatt starting her own church? Are you going to go and support
her? No, but I don't know enough about her to make, you know, a judgment call about it. I'm not really familiar with her like that.
What about you, Miss Jenny? I know you are in the church and you love the Lord. So are you going to go over there and let Kiki Wyatt be your pastor?
Well, I don't know anything about Kiki Wyatt. I've never even heard of her before, but some things that I do know just by the little bit you've just now told me is that she's a woman. She wants to be a pastor, so she's out of line. And 2, because she thinks that she can be a pastor, she's probably very arrogant. So it sounds like a bad trio. So I'll be passing on that.
Now, Kiki Wyatt has, I'm looking it up now. She has 11 children.
Oh, really?
By 5 different men. Let's start there.
Oh, wow.
She's been divorced. She's been divorced 3 times.
Oh.
She's been in jail.
Is she someone's daughter? Is she famous from being someone's child or something?
No. She's famous for her voice. The girl can sing the horns off a billy goat. Listen to her. The girl is an absolute wonderful singer. Oh my God, she's amazing. Woo!
She can blow.
She can go. Good God Almighty. But I think that she
You
should
really
stay
can, though.
right there. She can sing her ass off, and so I think she should stay right there, right there where she needs to be. R&B, gospel, because she's been singing a lot of gospel lately and killing the gospel songs as well. So I don't think she should do that. But anyway, Anissa, what are your thoughts on Kiki starting her own church?
Well, I won't be following Kiki anywhere, but I agree with you. I think her gift is her voice, and I think she just needs to let that be her ministry. She can minister and say everything that she wants to say through song. That truly is her gift. But I think some of the things that we've mentioned, the 11 kids and the multiple baby daddies, and the divorces and all of that, probably I would say she's not the most qualified to be trying to open her own church and being a pastor, but that just might be my opinion. But I think she needs, her gift is evident, and I think she should just continue to pursue that.
Embrace the grace. Kiki Wyatt starting her own church.
I don't know much about Kiki. I don't care about her past history because we all have one. But right now she's representing sin because she's out of pocket. She's not playing in her role that God made her for. Women should not be pastors. Maybe she could help a pastor, but how can I follow somebody who is walking billboard for sin? And the main sin is that she's out of pocket. She's not following the order of operations.
Harmonize. I know you're gonna say something. Are you going
Yeah,
to Kiki
I'm
church?
a
Are you going to support Kiki? Come on now.
No, I'm gonna pass on Pastor Kiki because I don't need a sermon on how to stab my husband and how to go to jail and how to get a bad BBL. I'm good. I'm gonna pass on Kiki.
Okay, so what Harmonize is referring to, Kiki has gone to jail for assault on her husband. She stabbed her husband. And she went to jail for that. And then she just recently got a BBL after she had her 11th child. So she was referring to that as well. Take heed to the message. You can take that information and do with it what you will, ma'am.
We got. Come on, take heed. Bring us home.
So my whole problem right here is that sometimes when God gives us vision, and He blesses us with something, we want to be pastor. When God told you you're supposed to cook on every Sunday, if God told you to clean the bathroom, but you decided you wanted to be the pastor, we got to stop this foolery. That don't make no sense at all. So now all of a sudden she said, I'm ready to do a church. Can anybody spell scammer? Because that doesn't make sense to me.
For real. She trying to get that money up so she can get that BBL fixed because it's bad, y'all. It's horrible.
Sense.
It's horrible.
Now we ready to become pastor. God told you that you were anointed to be the pastor now. What are we doing here? That doesn't even make sense. She know it don't make no sense. She just need to make some money. That's the problem. That's what a lot of these backbiting, you know what I'm about to say, be doing nonsense, all because in the name of that money. In the name of that money.
Alimony payments.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now. We ain't doing that over here. Not on my watch.
Well, and you know what? Take heed. Take heed. I always like to applaud Take Heed for all of her wisdom. But Take Heed says this, and then she also has her spirit. Her, you know how Beyonce says she has her counterpart,
alter ego,
her alter ego that comes out. And so I just want to give y'all a little bit of Take Heed's alter ego for what she would say.
Here we go.
If Kiki was in front of her. So
Black Man Unfiltered said we calling out all the hoes this year. Yes, we are. We calling out all the hoes in 2024. Damn it, we tired of y'all. We tired of y'all. We calling out all the hoes in 2024 this year.
We have Take Heed. That right there was right, Felicia. Her alter ego came out and said she's calling out all the hoes, and which she should. International Quiet Storm, thank you for the $20 Cash App. I appreciate you, my brother. That's a dessert right there, I think, for one of them. So I appreciate you for that. I appreciate that. Damn, boy. It's rough on me tomorrow. All right, so I'll get JT's thoughts first. Then we go to Lit, and then see JT. Yes, you sit on the outside, talking to these women, hearing what they're saying. What are your thoughts on what the women should do when it comes to Kiki? Should they try to hold her accountable and get this out of the way, or should they just stand out of the way and just let her have her church?
No, you gotta call that shit out. You have to call it out. And for the women that don't know Kiki, is not very familiar. If I tell you to listen to her music, that's one thing. She can sing, no doubt about it. But if you want to find out a little more about her, you can go to what was it? I don't know the
My
name
First
of the
Love
network. But she's more of a phenomenon, if someone would want to say that, in the reality show market. She did Marriage Boot Camp. She did R&B Divas in Atlanta. And she has her newest one that she did was Kiki's World. Every one of those will show you exactly where this lady's life is. It's in a big ass shamble. When you watch Kiki's World, one of the things that you will see is that the majority of men around her, including her sons, are sugar boys. They're sugar boys. And it's going to tell you everything you need to know. And she's married. Now understand, she is married. What is it? Her third, fourth husband?
Third.
I think it's a third. Yeah.
But with women like
this, it's husband number 4 because she's
number 4. Yeah. Number 4. He look a little bit like Lost in Translation, but that's besides the point.
And she's pregnant again, I think.
Yeah. And
my God.
At 41. At 41.
She's pregnant with number 12.
Yeah. At 41.
Yeah.
So, the women should absolutely fight against this whole thing. It's not so much as her, it's her message that she's going to be trying to put out here. Now, also understand that on Black Men Unfiltered, we did a couple of months ago where, remember, we had a video, Black Man, of her twerking on stage. Remember that?
Yep.
With the BBL.
Yeah, with the BBL, and just start twerking for the audience at the church.
Yeah, her life is in a shamble. And she looks evil as shit. Beautiful, but she looks beautifully evil.
Yeah.
Looks terrible. Yeah.
She looks very Jezebelian.
Yeah.
Lost in Translation.
You know what, man? I tell my ladies all the time, man, don't be famous for just how you look. Be famous for what you do. You know what I mean? My thing is this. I think a lot of women like to rely on beauty as the fuel that they use to navigate their life. In certain situations that's cool, but don't let that be all you're gonna be. You know what I mean? Because the Bible will tell you that beauty fades. You see what I'm saying? And like he said a minute ago, man, don't let your gift confuse you into thinking that you heard from the Lord.
Come on.
You know what I mean? My whole thing is that just because you can sing in the choir don't mean you should preach. Right. Just because you can usher better than any usher, you know what I mean, there ever was, and show people to their seats, don't mean you should be the preacher. You see what I'm saying? And my thing is this, man. I am a firm believer of people who've messed up given a second chance. You know what I mean? I believe in that. But my thing is this: you're supposed to repent. Now, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're doing what we call is grieving the Holy Spirit. In other words, you're taking your chances. You see what I'm saying? You're taking your chances. So I think women have a power, or when they get together, they can pretty much accomplish anything that they want to accomplish. But my thing is this: when that power is used to not glorify God and to glorify yourself and your own self-grandizement, then you're basically leading your flock to the slaughterhouse. And I don't necessarily believe God wants people to be led to the slaughterhouse. You see what I'm saying? He's the good shepherd. He don't want us to get out here and do all these other things. And if you are subject to this world, I have to ask the question, where are you actually leading your people? You know, my thing is this. I think Kiki probably really needs to think this thing over. And ladies, whenever you see women get out of pocket like that, take away their steam. You know, for some strange reason, I learned this in social psychology class, that people act differently in groups than they do individually. And nothing shows that better than in social media, you know what I mean? And in big groups, you know, people will say wild stuff to you online. You know, they'll say a whole bunch of craziness to you, you know, in a crowd. But when you stand and it's you and them by themselves, they kind of change their tune. You see what I'm saying? Because they're getting their power from their surroundings. And ladies, you do have a power. And like I said earlier, the reason why she probably shouldn't be a pastor, because it's hard to hold women accountable, you know? And it's hard for women to hold her accountable. That's the main reason why most men are pastors. But see, we don't have that conversation because it's too much like right. It's too simple. So my thing is this. I want y'all ladies to take a step back and realize that you do have power. You just want to make sure that you're giving your power to somebody who's taking you where you want to go. And I'm gonna leave it at that, Black man.
Now I will say this, and then we'll move on. I see this with Leandria Johnson. Leandria Johnson, oh Lord have mercy, that baby can sing. She can bring the spirit of the Lord in any place. Oh, that baby can sing, Jesus Christ. But she's a pastor as well. And I just saw a video of Leandria saying, don't let this holiness fool you. Because I don't mind coming out of this holiness to whoop some ass.
Oh.
She said, stop playing with me. She said, stop playing with me. Don't say, if you got something to say to me, come say it. She said, I'll preach a sermon and go outside and whoop your ass.
That's baby Shirley Caesar, right?
That's baby Shirley.
Oh, no.
Did she flip out on Fix My Life with Iyanla?
Yeah, she did flip out on Iyanla as well. Yeah.
Did she flip? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so.
But she about that life. And they said she was like that during, you know, she said half of her performances on Sunday Best, she was drunk. Now think about
that on Fix My Life.
Great she did on Sunday Best. And she said half of those songs, the performances she did, she was drunk. The night she won it, she was drunk.
Drinking that Champipple.
So she was a funk alcoholic, basically. She hit that gin and hit that gin
committed sin.
But and then she got a lot of kids too, a lot of baby dads.
Yeah.
But you know, she preached every Sunday. She got her own church. White School Podcast just came up in the building. Ooh-wee. We got a full house of ladies now. Now I want to move on to this. The other night I showed the fellas this and I got their response, but I got to let the ladies see this because it was a woman who did it. Let me give you a little background on it, a little context. Teacher in the classroom with her kid. Kid pushes the teacher, throws a pencil at the teacher, then the teacher comes in and does this.
Sorry. No, she ain't gonna be sorry. No, so do it. You gonna be sorry? Hey, let's go.
All right, ladies, thoughts?
What?
That was these are women that are loose, okay? This lady was in the classroom. The little girl pushed her and threw a pencil.
That was a teacher?
That was a teacher. Whooped her ass. She said, you heard what she said. She said, are you going to apologize to me for what you just did to me? And she said, no, I'm not.
First off, she didn't even give her time to answer before she swung on her.
I think that was the point.
Like, what
that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like an adult, you don't have any more control than that.
Now I can understand Leandria talking about I'm going to go whip you behind now, because if they hit my child like that,
I'm trying to tell you,
whip your behind
now,
real quick.
I ain't saying she should have whooped her, but I understand.
Right. That's what I'm going, Callie Bell. Go ahead, because I know you're gonna have a different perspective, like me probably. Go ahead, because some of these kids are horrible. But go ahead, Callie Bell, talk to me.
And take that wrinkle out your forehead. I seen the stress in your face.
Now, although that I don't agree with dog walking the girl or nothing like that. I don't agree with that because she did dog walk her. It was highly entertaining. However, you gotta know when to take yourself out of a teaching position before you lose your cool like that. You can't do it. I'm pretty sure this has been ongoing for a while. Maybe particularly with this with this student, specifically. But these kids out here are wild. They wild. I've seen even some men go off, not necessarily fighting with the student, but I saw a man, a teacher, throw a whole desk across the room.
Yeah.
We didn't get the context of what he was fussing about, or what exactly happened in the classroom. But yeah, these kids are wild out here. I think that dog walking should have been happening with that girl's mama, probably, or preferably the dad, but just in case, she should have been dog walked when she was about 6. This should have happened about a decade ago.
Right.
Let me say this real quick before Miss Jenny gets in here. Previously, we talked about this on Barbershop, I think, Lost in Translation, JT. My son was in a situation like this. My son, I was at my daughter's basketball game, and I come out and the visiting team, I have a huge family, and they come and we go support my daughter, and we're cheering, and we're the loudest people in there with my baby. And the other side, the visitors didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. They were pissed. And so the young boys was just talking crazy the whole game. They're young. I'm not paying no attention. So after the game was over, my sons go outside. My oldest daughter goes outside. I'm waiting on my youngest daughter to get her stuff and come out. And we go outside. It's a big scuffle. I mean, it's fisticuffs everywhere. And my wife said, well, I think they fighting. Then I looked, I said, that's my child. And I saw my 11-year-old. I saw my 16-year-old. I saw my 15-year-old daughter. I saw my 20-year-old daughter over there fighting. A group of people. It was more than them than them. But they was getting it in. Oh, I was a proud father that night. But they was getting it in because one of the boys hit my son as he was coming out. Just snuck him. And so there was a big fist fight. So I go over there to break it up. The little young kid just walked up to me. Hey, bitch ass nigga, you can get it too. I said, oh, I don't have to fuck him up tonight. I'm gonna fuck him up. Because I had to pray about it. I said, because I felt the need to, if he hit me, because he was set. I said, if he hit me, I'm gonna plant this nigga in this tree. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna snap if he put his hands on me. So they come and surround me. I said, well, here it is. I told my wife, go get the kid. Put the rest of it, just get the kids, put them in the car. Because I'm finna just get what they want. Here come the police, they break it up. I said, God, and I told the young man, God really saved you tonight. He saved you. Because if you would have put your hands on me, I probably would have snapped. And it would have been real bad. I would have been on Fox 4 News. But this is how bad the kids are. They will run up on a grown person, and this little kid was probably 135 pounds soaking wet. Running up on me. I would have it'd been over. You know what I'm saying? So, I agree with Callie Bell. These kids are horrible. They'll run up on you. They want to fight. They throwing their setup. They throwing shit at you, calling your names, calling you bitch. Because one of the kids, my wife told me later, because she know how stupid I get. One of the kids told my wife, bitch, I'll slap you. One of the boys told my wife that. So, I'm like, what's really going on? So Callie Bell, I'm with you. I got kids in the system. I understand. So, Miss Jenny, what are your thoughts? Shit. These kids are terrible. I'm telling you, they're terrible.
Miss Jenny, what you want me to say?
They're horrible.
I mean, every time I come up here, I'm always learning about the different depravities that are going on in our community that I am just sheltered from, and it's just so sad. But I mean, anything that anybody could say about what the teacher did and how inappropriate it was, at the end of the day, I bet you that little girl won't try that again with another teacher. Oh, well, I mean, I'm not saying that the ends justify the means, but what I'm saying is that she will probably not do that to anybody ever again. And so that lady might have had to sacrifice her job, but it looks like she was doing what her parents never did. And so it's unfortunate that it has to be that way. It's unfortunate that that your teacher at school has to beat you up because your parents didn't properly discipline you and raise you to be a civilized member of society, to respect authority, to respect your elders. And so the same thing, like with these police officers, and they get rough with these young guys. It's unfortunate that it had to come to that, but your parents should have taught you better. They should have taught you to not mouth off to everybody, and you can't take everybody. You're not the biggest, baddest person in the world. And so, they say that it was just over a pencil, but like Callie Beth was saying, this was probably something that had been going on. There's probably more to the story. Like you don't just snap over a pencil one day. Like that looked premeditated, from my opinion.
Right.
And so, these teachers, they're the ones raising these kids. And so I don't know if she would do that to her own kid, but she definitely taught her a lesson that she won't soon forget.
Thank you so much, Anissa. And then you can take the bottom row, Loss.
Well, first of all, shout out to all teachers. They definitely need our prayers in dealing with these kids today. It's just unfortunate. You hate to see things like that happen, but I think that this probably was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like I said, we really don't know the background, but this kid could have been a problem child, the whole time, and you just keep picking and picking and picking until the last straw came, and the teacher decided to handle it in that way. Although that was not the best way. She is the adult, so we have to remember that we have to be in control of the situation. However, sometimes you gotta show people where you stand as well, and it goes for your own kids sometimes, because sometimes your kids will try you, and sometimes you have to remind them, and if it gets to that, then it gets to that. But I agree with Jenny. She will not forget it, and I don't think she'll do it again. She learned a lesson for sure. For sure.
Thank you, Anissa. White School Podcast. I know you chomping at the bit. Come on.
Hi. I'm sorry.
How you doing, darling?
Pride will make you do some ugly things. And that young lady, in how we see children in our youth today, it's an aspect of pride. Pride will make you feel like you're big and bad enough to do anything you want to do. Right?
Right.
And some people, they be like, really? And it's unfortunate that the teacher, did that to her. I don't think that she should have went to those measures. But it's like, as Miss Jenny said, and I have friends that are teachers, the children, they're not being properly disciplined at home. They're not being properly looked at home. A lot of these parents, or some of these parents, because the children are so bad and the fathers are not there, the moms are stressed. The moms are saying to their children they don't want their children. So like these kids are coming into these environments unstable, and I feel for the children, but it's like, how do you show them that they should stay in a child's place? You know what I'm saying? How do you show them to respect? Usually it's hard, but we have to set the tone. As hard as it may be, we've seen all those movies, Lean on Me, and
Joe Clark. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman.
How you smoke crack, don't you?
Yeah. Somebody has to be willing to go the extra.
Jump, Sam. Jump.
Oh my God.
Just smoke crack, don't you?
Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's and like somebody has to, do it in some way. It starts from the principal. It starts from that way, but we have to look at it. The schools have been given more rights than the parents. The schools have been given more rights than the teachers. They can't even touch these, so they can't even tell them anything in threat of losing their job or, things like that. So it's so many things that, sorry about this mix. There's so many things in place that is taking the discipline from the children, that is dismantling the family. That's why we see the disrespect the way that it is. So I feel bad for the girl getting beat. Will it make a change? I'm not too sure. Hopefully, with Callie Bev, like you said, hopefully she won't try that again. But I mean, that's just only 1 out of a million. That's only 1 out of 10 million. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I don't know.
All right, thank you. I forgot to give you your sprinkles. I can't let you walk in and not give you your sprinkles. Next, we're gonna go with Embrace the Grace. Grace, you saw what happened. What's your thoughts?
I come from an era that if you got your butt whooped at the neighbor's house, you got your butt whooped when you got home too, because it takes a village. And coming from a person who coached basketball for 19 years, and I dealt with elementary, middle school, high school, these kids are really lost in the sauce. I mean, I don't agree. The punishment didn't fit the crime, and I know that it was all built up, but don't hit my child in the face with a belt. That was a little outrageous. You could hit the legs, the butt, but you got that belt in the face. That was a little extreme, but I don't disagree with the butt whooping because these kids need it. Some of the parents need a butt whooping. I couldn't whoop my kids at basketball practice, but I would make their asses run and kill them where they were puking in garbage cans. That was my way of punishing them. And or if you didn't want to practice, you didn't play. Or, I would get my little jabs in there when they were being disrespectful and not behaving. So I agree. I don't mind the butt whooping, but it's just, it was extreme. I mean, that whelp in the face, we would have had a conversation, but I wouldn't have gotten upset that she whooped her ass. Just how she whooped her ass. That's,
Yeah, she could have got hit on the arm and the shoulder, but not in the face, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Not to the face. All right.
Sorry, guys. I just think that I've seen this before. Like, there's discipline that's done as chastisement, and then there's discipline that's done from anger. That's totally
abuse.
Things like abuse. Yeah, I've seen it, and it's not pretty. It looked just like
that is a difference.
Yeah, that wasn't no ass whooping. That was a beat down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was. I'm gonna beat you till I can't beat you no more.
And when a person start ad-libbing while they whooping your ass, saying bitch, it's over. Because when she was dragging her, she said bitch. I mean,
you're enraged now. You're enraged.
She was up there.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of those wherever you act up is where you get beat up.
Yeah, that's always cool.
I mean, I got knocked through the sugar aisle a whole bunch of times when I was a kid.
Snap the annihilator juice out your mouth.
Out of all the whoopings that I got, I've never been dog walked.
Almanize you up,
that's different.
Yeah, she got dog walk. That's the actual definition of drug.
Yeah,
she drugged the shit out of her ass.
Yeah. But the sad part is, I don't think just that one incident is gonna wake that girl up. I don't think.
You think it made her
whatever she
more
was
angrier?
doing to cause the teacher to flip. I don't think her getting dog. Well, it's gonna take about 5 or 6 more for her to get out of whatever mindset she in. Because she might, you know what I'm saying, when she went home, her mama, when she found out, and they found out she got walked like that, her mama probably walked women crazy. So, I mean, we don't even know what this child's going through at home.
Do you think they made her a more angrier? The little girl?
Probably.
More angrier?
Probably.
Yeah. Because she's going to whoop somebody else's ass. She's going to get her lick back.
Yeah, somebody's going to catch her for that.
Yeah.
And Trey Berg said this child was abused, but I'm telling y'all, man, I deal with these kids.
I can believe it.
On the football teams, like big old boys, 13 years old, 6 foot tall, 280 pounds, telling me, you can't fucking tell me what to do with my own mama. And I've uppercut a whole bunch of them boys. I ain't lying. I'm not going to sit here and lie to nobody.
Show them your fists, black man. Show them your fists.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Shit, I done punched a whole bunch of them in the chin, in the chest. I don't care because you're not gonna come whoop me because half of those boys are really putting hands on their mamas, y'all. You know, the mamas bring them to practice, and she say, "My son, look at my neck. My son didn't choke me."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Okay." I said, "You grown now. Hey, you ain't gonna do shit."
Yeah,
and we don't have no problems no more. I told his mom, anytime you have a problem with him, call me, and I'll come over to the house and beat his ass again. That's how you got to do him now.
It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village. I don't play with them at all. And at the beginning of the season, I don't care with nobody. At the end of the season, yes, sir, because he know I will punch him in his shit. But that's a thug in me. I'm sorry. I'll let that out and put it back.
That's all right. Come on here, take heed. I want to hear this. You know, we get to save you for last. Come
Wait
on.
for it. Wait for it.
So I first want to say shout out to all the teachers, okay? And then I want to say shout out to a special teacher that I still remember, Mr. Watson. This man he was a tall black man, beard, glasses, bald-headed. Oh my goodness. He was probably about maybe 6'3". And when you fought anywhere in this school and they called Mr. Watson, he would lift you and the person up that was fighting and lean you against the lockers. And he would talk some mess to you and then tell you, I'm coming to see your mama tonight. I'm coming to see your mama. And I remember telling him, I live in the projects. He said, I don't give two rats. He was going off. He was like, I'm coming to see your mama. So shout out to Mr. Watson who gave a damn, okay? But I'm going to share something with you. I don't agree that she whooped her like that. Now, I don't agree that she whooped her like that. Now, I'm going to share something with you now. She did deserve an ass whooping, but not like that. Okay? She deserved an ass whooping. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. She did, but she deserved one of those old ones where you put the head between your legs, you lock your legs, and all the butt just hanging out, so you get to swing that belt all the way back like that, or you ain't getting nothing else but the behind. Okay,
PTSD,
you ain't getting the arm or none of that stuff. She deserved an ass whooping now. But I'm gonna share something with you. She gonna be somebody's nightmare. Once one of those kids mentioned that she got beat up by that teacher, she gonna hurt somebody's child in that school. And what the school should do, they're gonna have to fire the teacher, but they should get rid of that child too. That child should have to go to a different type of school. Because I'm gonna share something with you. More than likely, that child is going through some foolery at home. More than likely, she going through some foolery at home. Mama is not watching her. Daddy is probably not in her life. So she's doing all this type of foolery. You know, and the only why I say this is because my children go to public school. And I remember my son had an encounter, and our son is a big, he's about maybe 6'1". He's a big kid. And I remember when I had to come to the school, he had an altercation with one of the kids. And know what the principal said to me? Listen, Miss So-and-so, listen, this is the problem. The child doesn't have anybody. They living with their grandparents. So ain't much gonna get done. But I'm just letting you know, because I was like, call the parents and let us talk. Let us, conversate. Me and my husband will come. And the principal immediately said, they live with their grandparents. Ain't nobody going to say nothing to this child. And the child continued to bully my son. And my son said, Mom, what you think I should do? I said, wait till you get away from that school. Let them follow you all the way to the house. Wait till you get home from the school. And I said, once you turn that corner, you off the school property. And I said, you hit him with every type of blow you know. And he said, okay. My son got him around that corner. My son did him in. And he left him alone after that. But it's sad that you got to tell your child to do that because there's no structure at home. Now the boy know to leave my son alone. But it's sad that you have to tell your child to do that. Because when these children don't have no structure, this is what it is. This is what we in now. Nobody cares about these kids. They just pumping them out like gasoline. Nobody care about these kids, their mindset. They mistreating them. That's why I said our lineage is breeding monsters, because we got all these women out here having these babies by Pookie and Ray Ray, who already got 20 kids. They don't care if they get one lost in the sauce. They don't care. And that's the problem. Nobody gives a damn anymore. They just having these babies and nobody want to teach them anything. Now, I don't agree with how the teacher whooped her. She should have got her ass whooped, but I don't agree with how the teacher spanked her. That's my take.
Thank you, Takid. I appreciate that. Guys, before we go into the next segment, I'll say this. I don't agree with it either. I think that hitting the baby across the face, because I love my daughters. And if I saw a teacher hit my beautiful baby across the face with a belt, I'd probably turn the whole school upside down. But I'm also raising my daughter not to be that type of kid, though. Respect your elders. If they're teaching you, anybody that has authority over you, you have to respect them. And you can't put your hands on adults. You can't. I wish one of my kids would cuss out at a grown person. Oh Lord. It'll be bad on them because you have to have that level of respect. You can't just go and do what you want to do. And I think one of the problems is a lot of parents today, unlike us on this panel, because I know we probably was all raised under the same tutelage, but the parents today are their kids' friends. Yeah. They go out together, get their nails done together. Oh my God, Mom, let's have chat. And they pillow talking with Mama, dapping it up with Daddy. They friend. That's their home girl. That's their homeboy. And when something happens, now the parents are trying to fight the teachers. That ain't my fucking son. You can't tell. Now the parents want to fight the teachers because the teacher's calling. Hey, ma'am, your son is horrible. I beat your ass. You don't never say that about my son, but your son is horrible, man. Right? So that's what we're dealing with. And I saw a video. I couldn't find it. I was just looking for it. Where the roles were reversed. There was an older lady teaching. She's about 50s, in her mid 50s, late 50s. And she had a wig on. And one of the kids grabbed her wig off her head and she grabbed the kid. And the kid just turned around and punched her in the face just over and over again, just hitting her in the face. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just sitting there watching with their phones out. So in that situation, that teacher should have beat the shit out of her. She literally should have turned around and beat her ass. Because you shouldn't have pulled the wig off. That's assault right there. Because you touched me unwanted touching. That's assault. So as soon as you pull the wig off, you had every right to beat her ass. Every right. But hey, that's just neither here nor there. Guys, thank you for being here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You see the Cash App at the bottom. Go ahead and help me pay for that dinner tomorrow because I just don't want to have to pay for it myself.
Black man, before you get started, I got one more. I want to give a shout out to the Quiet Storm. He slipped me $20 in the Cash App. Hey, here we go. Here comes the money. Bro, let me tell you something. That means a lot. You know what I mean? Anytime you guys support your content creators, man, I just want to let y'all know that really means a lot to us.
It really does.
And thank you for sharing the stream. Thank you guys for hitting the like button and supporting the outfit. Appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all. All right. Now I'm gonna get into this one right here. This is for you, Takey, because I know you really enjoy this. You're a super fan of this person. And I want to play this and get you guys because this is a woman that's loose as well. Here we go.
Wait for it.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby. I do music.
So you just really quick. For the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So, in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Callie Bev, I know you're a huge fan of Sook. What are your thoughts?
That's who Sukiyana is?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
No, I never see. I hear the name, and I know, like, I guess what song she's supposed to be associated with, but I never seen the girl before.
Great answer.
Surprise!
Yeah, man. Can we say retarded on your program?
Yeah, you already said it.
Ain't nothing worse than being retarded and just she a retard, man.
In
Retarded
public, being retarded.
and non-listening. It's like, okay, I'm saying musician, cuz, okay? Musician. You do music. Like, it's the word music is in the word. Like, what do we? Oh my god. I didn't know she was that dumb.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. That's what you got a son, Callie Bev?
I got 3 of them.
Yeah, that's what your sons got to look forward to.
No, they don't. They don't like.
I'm talking about the mentality. The mentality. That's what they got to pick from today. They're gonna come home. She's gonna come home. You're gonna be like, I'm his mama.
Yeah.
No, you're not a mama. You're a woman. What is a mama? That's stupid to say you're a mama.
That's ghetto.
You know what? Didn't she say, Black man? Didn't she say that she was a
ghetto?
Didn't she say that she was a world leader? Is that what she said earlier?
She said she's a world leader, and people get her confused with Shaka Khan.
My God,
girl, girl,
Barney
go sit down.
And that's
like a motherfucker.
Shaka.
With her yabba dabba do ass.
Oh my God! Somebody inbox me that video. Is that on Instagram somewhere?
Yeah, it's on Instagram. I'll send it to you, Callie.
Yeah, send it to me. I gotta send that to the best friend. I gotta send that to her.
Ms. Jenny, what are your thoughts on the president of the sisterhood?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say that was a skit. She intentionally said that to go viral. She has all of us right where she wants us. We've all fallen headfirst into the trap of talking about this. And so that's where I'm going to stand, because when I first saw it, I was in utter disbelief. I was like, it's so mind-boggling and foolish that when I heard they were like, oh, no, it's okay, it's a skit. I was just like, yeah, that's what I'm just going to tell myself. It was a skit. It's not real.
So, Mrs. Jenny, let me let you know, there's another hour and a half of that podcast that she's
stupid.
That was a clip taken from a podcast, and she is that dumb. She is definitely that dumb. Yeah. I wanted to say it too, but I saw the doggone thing and I said, "Oh damn!"
You sat through the whole thing?
Yeah, I got to.
Yeah, you got to.
I got to.
We got to.
You must ain't seen my shows.
Yeah, we got to do it there for content. Anissa, I know you support Suki, so what do you think about Suki Dookie's comments?
I was just sitting here thinking she has got to be high, drunk or something. Like, she could not have made herself look more stupid. That's just mind-boggling that someone that's making music, I really just don't even know what to say. That just blew my mind.
She was not a musician, though.
You know what else will blow your mind?
That nonsense music.
Totally I've never listened. I don't think I've ever heard of. I've heard the name, but I don't know her. I don't follow her.
Anissa, you know what else gonna blow your mind, Anissa?
I'm sorry.
You know what's gonna blow your mind?
What?
She probably makes your yearly salary in a week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right.
She's somebody's mama.
She's somebody's mama.
Foolishness. And that's the scary part. That's somebody's mother.
Yeah. Woo, that child gonna be.
Yeah. That's so sad. Embarrassing. Beyond embarrassing.
She's the most educated. So wife school?
Not that one. She's not included in that. Not that one.
Allegedly.
Wife School, what do you think about your sister?
I don't think that's ghetto. I don't think. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't think. I was waiting the whole time just to say that.
I'm clipping it.
It's so sad. It really, really is. And the thing is that the reason why the Black woman is the most lowest perceived woman in the world is because of stuff like this, because of imagery like this, because of this being put on the front lines. But even though she is, remedial, this is what's being glorified. These are the people that are giving all this money to perpetuate this whole life, the sub life, the thought, the side chick, like this whole agenda. And I would despise it too, because it's not bringing any value to the culture. It's not bringing any value to Black women. It's not glorifying us in the beauty that we do have, but it is representing where we're going. We're going in the opposite direction, and it's like, how do you combat it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the platform to put these beautiful women out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and then you're battling all the people that want the drama, that keep us in a perpetual state of like stupor, And then our children, our women, our girls are seeing this. Our little babies are dancing to it. You remember, Takey, the hands on your knees, the little girls. And it's just really disheartening. And next thing you know, they're going to be, instead of reciting Sexy Red lyrics, they're going to be reciting Suki Honda lyrics.
Well, Sexy Red and Suki did a song together. You should hear it.
Yeah, they did a song together.
Well, see, there we go.
Oh, and
prophecy, so confirmation. But it's really sad, and I don't know. It's going to take the act of God. I don't know, like the children of Israel, they had to die out in the wilderness. So hopefully, that process take action a little bit sooner than later. I don't know.
Appreciate it, Takey. Appreciate it. Wife School. Takey, you next. I'm not gonna make you wait.
Thank you.
Wait for it, y'all. Wait for it.
So my whole problem with Suki is that you're nasty, heifer. Like, you just let somebody eat your groceries at a concert. You didn't even know this person. The person whispered in your ear and was like, "Can I eat your groceries?" And you turned your booty up and let him eat it. Okay? You let another woman eat the groceries. That's nasty. Then the second part, I don't know why they calling you Shaka Khan. I don't even know why they saying that.
That's disrespectful.
I feel bad. And let me share something with you. Shaka Khan came to my page and wrote something on one of my reels that I put out. Shout out to Shaka Khan. Shout out to her. Because that's nasty. Why are we, because she got that big face like Shaka? We not doing that. We not doing that. Shaka Khan is a legend. We not doing that. Nastiness. Talking about she's one of the leaders of this day and time. Go sit down and go get a book. Go sit down doing nonsense.
She need to go see a doctor.
Oh my
goodness. Y'all don't forget the sex tape. Don't forget the tape.
Oh, listen.
Don't forget and that sewage she had coming out of her. Don't forget, y'all.
The whole problem is when she got into talking about I'm here in London trying to get my booty scratched.
Yeah,
my booty scratch or my pussy scratch.
No, it sounded like she said scratch, but she said stretch.
Stretch, Lord, that don't make no sense.
In English.
And it don't make no sense. And she aggravating to me. I'm sorry. I don't know how many women just like this woman. And it's the ratchet ones. It's the ratchet ones that love her so much. And it gets on my last nerve. Just my last nerve. And then we just, and the thing is that hashtag shame, Mrs. She Said. Hashtag shame, Mrs. She Said. Because we need shame. We need it because they do nonsense around here. Why is it good to get your booty ate out? Why is that good? With all these worms and everything, where did that be a part of sex?
I want me some glory hole.
Where did that come? I'm telling you, like all of a sudden now, the booty hole is good to have sex with. I don't know why this makes sense. I don't know why. Because first of all, let me share something with you. I don't care how long you was in the shower. Once you hit the bed and spread that booty cheek, okay? Once you hit the bed and spread the booty, I'm scared and I'm thinking in my mind that you just finished shitting. I
blame Trick Daddy. You can blame Trick Daddy.
It's nasty. I'm sorry. Now everything else with love making, I ain't got no problem. But we ain't doing that. And they think that thing makes sense. And they be up in the hospital telling the doctor, I had ate somebody. And I just look at them when they tell the doctor, I just look at them and say, wow. And then when me and the doctor walk out, he busts out laughing. I said, don't laugh. These young people doing this nonsense. It's crazy.
Take heed, you're making my stomach hurt.
I'm done.
About to send you to the hospital.
Hashtag truffle butter.
And eating.
That's that truffle butter.
That truffle butter. Oh God.
Come on, Almanize, rescue us. Almanize, you next. What do you think about our sister?
Just the fact she don't know when to shut up is too much for me. That woman told her 6 times that she was and I'm gonna use the term loosely, musician, because that's not my definition of musician, but
absolutely.
No, at no point did it click. She might be on to something. I really don't know. Let me shut up. Right. But then when she got to the what did she say? She said was a TV. She said she was a TV star.
Yeah. An actress.
Suki.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, every time we see a clip from her, it's something for us to clown. So, ma'am, if that's your version of being a star, we in bad shape.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? To be the poster child for ignorance and debauchery and filth. I'm just saying, just ever since that tape came out, as soon as somebody say something, just filth.
Hold on a second.
But just the way it was described, I can imagine what. No. Just set her on fire and wipe the whole thing out.
Throw the whole goddamn thing away.
Hold on a second. Almanize, I'm getting a phone call.
Burn it up. You can't throw it away. Burn it up.
Almanize, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, this Suki, she said, you don't know her, show her the video. Oh, okay, I'll show it to her right now.
I'm looking sexy, I'm looking fine, no broke boys, can't waste my time. My thong showing my booty, poking my pussy where I need a penny line.
Wait, hold on.
No, you
Black man.
You know what a penny line is.
No. You think that?
Exactly.
You think that's upsetting?
You need a propane torch.
But do you think that's upsetting? You should see her concert. All the young girls and sugar boys is saying lyric for lyric.
Yeah.
Like they wrote it.
And both of them need a dish with a battery on it.
Yeah,
so,
and an OBGYN on the side.
Yeah, they need something. I bet they own them legs. Pollution go up 15%.
Yes, absolutely.
Embrace the grace. What are your
Well, the first thing I want to say is that she's a fucking idiot.
And she's confused.
Okay? Yeah, really. And it's obvious that she doesn't know the definition of musician and musician. She really doesn't know the definition. And again, it's indicative of the education that these kids are getting nowadays. The fact that they don't have to use their brains, because if you don't use it, you lose it. The brain is an actual muscle. Okay, they don't have to think anymore. That's why she said thinking is ghetto. These kids don't have to use their brains anymore. And that is the results of what's going on. Fucking idiots. Okay, that was embarrassing. No matter if it was a black woman, a white woman, a Hispanic woman, a polka dot woman, it's embarrassing to the melanated community, and it just gives them another reason to talk shit about us. Look, they don't even know the difference between the definition of musician and musician. And again, to compare her to Miss Shaka Khan, That's the ultimate disrespect. Shaka Khan is a legend. Oh, to compare to that foolery, come on, man. I feel so bad for my son. That's why I pray for him 2-3 times a day. That if he brings something home like this, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it, yo. Because I'm not dealing with a daughter-in-law like that, and then my kids be like that. Because everybody gonna get it when I get to the house. The fish, the dog, her, my son, the kids, everybody.
The fish dude.
Be like, I ain't
Yo, you gonna see me outside walking the fish, talking about what's wrong with Gracie.
I think a lot of these artists got it confused, as Miss Inspiration Grace said. I tried it.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I think they have it confused with thinking that you're an actual celebrity because people like you, and you being internet celebrity because you went viral because everybody wants to see the train wreck.
Yeah. They put the battery in your back. Absolutely.
It's like, no. Go ahead.
No, how do we go? Here's my thing. In my lifetime, I've gone from seeing Billie Holiday to Booty Hole Brown. Y'all, I'm traumatized. I don't know how did we get here?
Come on.
How did we get here? That's all I want to know, man.
I can tell you how we got here.
Uncle Luke, and then followed by Little Kim.
We got it because just do whatever you want to do.
No, what y'all saying is absolutely correct, because at the end of the day, I saw the decline in the quality of rap music, hip hop music from the 90s on to where we at right now. You are absolutely right. It was I don't think that it was no, I take that back. I was about to say I didn't think it was the intentions of Luke, but it was the intentions of Luke. I've been to all the damn parties. I've seen all that shit. People were talking about, Freaknik and all those things. I was in 94 Freaknik, and I'm gonna tell you, it was terrible. It was not a good thing. College Park was terrible. You had it all the way down. They had parties all the way to Decatur. They had it in all these other little cities, and everything was about screwing. Everything was about it was 30-year-old women that went down there. And I tell people this. That's why I can't wait till the documentary come out, because you have so many marriages that were messed up because the women went down to Freaknik, a bunch of them, and not the fact that they just went down to Freaknik. No, they went down, and a lot of these women were great. A lot of them were, and the husband was leaving them. This is why the documentary, because people think the documentary is going to be one thing. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be what you guys think. It's going to tell you the dark side of it. 94 was really, really bad. That's why 95 was a little bit different. 96, it was dying out, because what it intended on was for the frats to have a barbecue and a picnic. That's basically what it was in Atlanta. What's the name of that? The girls' college?
Spelman.
And then they were doing their picnics, and then it just went from that to it just exploded. By the time it got to about 94, they done did what 3 years of that, and it just exploded into something that it was terrible, y'all.
Now let me tell you something. One of the guys that at my church went, and he was there, and he said a lot of it did happen. Like he said a lot of grapes happened there. He said, but he said when you talk about sexually liberated, he said you can walk down the street and just look on the sidewalk. Women were riding penises like firemen coming down a pole at a fire station. And I mean, in broad daylight, just on that thing, broad daylight. He said it was one big orgy. He said, and they supposed to be a barbecue, like you said, JT. He said he didn't see one piece of chicken or no ribs. All he saw was
one. Saw a lot of coolers and he saw a lot of coolers, beers, and liquor. And Lenox Mall was off the damn chain.
Now I would have to disagree
about the.
No, my husband was there 92, 3, and 4. And yeah, I don't like that to be. I don't like that. I don't want it to seem like it was all just one big orgy. No, you had that out there, yes, but the majority of the crowd on that, no, absolutely not.
So Callie Bear, when the docu-series come out and you see a guy, I mean, when you hear this, and then you see a dude doing this behind the girl, and he turn around like this, and it's your husband's face, like, what are you doing?
I'm not going to think anything of it because when I was that age, I was doing the brown. I mean, that's just what we was doing at the time. It didn't mean it. Yeah, the meaning of it and the intentions behind it has been added after the fact. It wasn't. You know it wasn't like that.
Doodoo Brown was back that ass up of the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Doodoo Brown came on, the girls went nuts. But now, I was at a
or Captain D coming.
Yeah, we was at a concert. I took my wife to a Fantasia concert. And Fantasia concert, they put on all the old women 50 plus. They down there dropping that ass on the floor. They're backing that ass up. I said, "Oh no."
No, but Kelly Bear, she do have a point. But this is the thing, Kelly. That shit was all through the northern part of Georgia, though. So it was everybody was throwing parties. It was like it was just all over the place. So it depending on where you gravitated to, that's where it was all messed up at. Because the first day of it, that Friday, I caught a plane. I didn't even go see my parents. I went to Atlanta instead of going to Michigan. I was like, God damn. And they found out I was in state because I was coming from Germany. And we went there and we had, so it was like 20 of us. And it was some places.
JT.
So you're doing too much, JT.
Some places it was like you were saying, cordial. You had a lot of hotels. They had formal shit going on. They had the Kappas, the Alphas. They had Omega Sci-Fi. They was doing their thing. But when Saturday night came, I'm telling you, it was terrible. And it was like from parking lots to malls to, it was all over. It was like everybody wanted to have their own little rendition of it. So yeah, it was.
It was citywide, but I'm talking about more so because I know you're gonna see and people were dancing in the street and all that kind of stuff like that. It was a big old block party all the way around 285. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I already know that. Yep. But as far as the essays and the rapes and it like being just like one big orgy type thing, that's what I have pushed back.
So, now the essays is going to be on the that's going to be on a documentary. That's the darkest thing that's going to be on.
I will say this: I was there in '94, and it wasn't like that at all. It was more people who were dancing, and that was it. Now I will tell you this: everybody did have a good time, but most of those people who were there weren't from colleges. Let's get that clear. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. It was right. It was 30 and 40 year olds.
Listen, we went from an era from a mind is a terrible thing to waste. You know what I'm saying? To a wasted, terrible mind now. You know what I'm saying? It's a swing.
A mind is a terrible thing.
I don't know why it's glorified to be stupid these days. You know what I'm saying? It's like the most dumb you could be, the greatest of captain of industry you can be. Yep. I don't get it. We got to start letting folks make a fool out of ourselves, man. But like I said earlier, it wasn't like that, y'all. I'm just telling because I don't want nobody to be out there saying, hey, look at this here, and it really wasn't that way. It really wasn't that way.
Did you go to the Coochie Museum?
I ain't do none of that.
No, I'm asking JT that because
well, if you go to the Coochie Museum, that's where you went
to Dingaling museums. Yes.
No, hell no. I did not. I didn't do that shit.
Now, guys. Hey, thank you guys for being here, for y'all watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button as we move on, and hit that Cash App tomorrow, Valentine's Day. I will play this one because this one is the most important. I saw Takey's face when I talked about it before the show, but we got to talk about this woman, and here she is.
What is it? And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made-up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly women. A virgin is someone who's never had sex, but it's not as simple as it seems. For one thing, medically, virginity isn't a real thing. In some cultures, people place a lot of importance on the hymen, a thin, fleshy tissue located at the opening of your vagina, as a marker of virginity. But the status of your hymen doesn't actually mean anything. That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon or a finger, riding a bike, or doing sports. So you can't tell if someone's had sex by the way their hymen looks or feels. Another reason the idea of virginity is complete nonsense is that sex means different things to different people. Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way: penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people, or folks who can't or don't have penis and vagina sex, and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex instead? And not everyone's first sexual experience is consensual.
Okay, guys, your thoughts. Callie Bell, look at Callie Bell's face. Tonight is just ruining Callie. Callie, baby, go ahead.
Rerun to be quiet.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Now, as far as the whole, hymen thing, I can kind of like, my son just came in here. But look, I'm gonna try to make this quick. My bad. My son came in here to show my husband something. But look, the hymen thing, okay, granted, yes. However, just to toss away your virginity like it don't mean nothing, I think that is freaking ridiculous. Okay? If anything, if you don't want to go by the whole medical thing, if anything, we need to be teaching our women to value their own bodies and to treasure their own bodies and not give it away to everybody like that, because it's supposed to mean something. You don't want to let a whole bunch of stuff inside of you, because it gets inside of you and it kind of festers. That's where your baby come out at and all that kind of stuff like that. You don't really want to mess with that. Like, you know what I mean? You don't really want to start fooling around with that in all kinds of different little ways and everything. When it got to like the different ways of having sex thing, I stopped listening. I'm gonna just be real honest with you. I heard anal and I was out. So, yeah, that's gonna have to be my final thoughts. I gotta eat my dinner. Thanks for having me up, BMU ladies. Nice to see you guys again. Almond Eyes, I know I'll be seeing you in the chat. Nice to be on the panel with you. Or whatever. My girl wife school. Lady Boo, I will see y'all later.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you, Donna.
Thank you.
Black man, the mute monster got you.
Embrace the grace. What are your thoughts on this wonderful teaching that they're teaching girls at Planned Parenthood now?
Again, and I know I sound redundant, this is the kind of world that we live in today. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. I mean, it's like sex doesn't mean anything to people nowadays. Sex is supposed to be sacred. It's a transfer of energy between two people, and especially more sacred to a woman because we receive. And look, we've all been there, done that. I wasn't no saint either. I got secrets in Cancun and whatever. But there comes a time in our lives where things need to start being more meaningful, where they need to start meaning and having substance. And if you're starting
Embrace, we're not gonna just pass. We're not gonna just we're not gonna what you say?
That's why they're called secrets.
Cancun.
We ain't gonna pass Cancun now. We just ain't gonna just pass that.
Cancun in them Dingling museums.
You went to Dingling museums. Yes.
I was at Senor Frog's on $20. You drank all night. So after that, I can't even do tequila till this day. That should just let me show you what's going on. Just the smell of it reminds you.
You know what? I'm gonna say, hold on, Embrace, real quick,
Okay.
Before I lose it. My church went on a cruise. I never go on a church cruise again in my life. They got off the boat. They paid for the resort. The resort had free alcohol all day.
They know how to act.
You could get whatever you want. It was free all day. I mean, them Long Island nights. They was just. And when we got back, I'm looking. I said, "Ain't that Deacon Robinson? Why is he in a wheelchair? He hurt himself." Shit, Deacon was like this. Shit. Drunk. 98% of the church was drunk. Even the pastor was tripping a little bit. I said, "God damn, pastor, you too."
Yeah.
He said, "Man, they slipped up on me. They just kept bringing them." I said, "God damn, boy."
They'll do that if you don't say stop. You know what I'm saying?
Now you out there about to argue with your wife. Can I ask you a question? Now let me say what I got to say. God damn it.
So the thing is that we don't do courting anymore. We don't get to know each other anymore. It's like people have to sleep with each other first and then decide if they want to deal with each other. It's crazy. Is that they don't take the time. You give your body, like, people are giving each other away, like it's giving away candy on Halloween. And I always remember my dad saying, "Your body is a temple. Your body is a temple." And I used to hear that voice when a boy would try to, you know, "Your body is a temple. I can't do this. I gotta go. I gotta go." You know, it's crazy. And again, it all comes down to babies having babies. You know, these kids are not being taught properly. You know, they're being taught BS in school. And instead of learning fractions, there was literally a class that we all parents fought the school system on how to eat ass in his health class. Why are we teaching kids how to eat ass? It should have been how to wash your ass. Okay?
Watch my video on that.
Oh God!
I got a whole live stream on how to wash your ass.
We're gonna keep talking about this ass, huh?
Wow.
This is where we at now.
So, yes, this is where we're at. And if we adults don't take that same concept, it takes a village. You know, what do we got to look forward to? What do our kids got to look forward to? You know, again, I have a son. I pray for him 2-3 times a day, and for me, because I don't want to catch a charge. So, you know. So I wouldn't mind. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you remember what I told you, Embrace the Grace, a few weeks ago about my 11-year-old son? The girl sent him a text and said, "When the substitute comes, let's sneak off so you can go eat my pussy." That's what she told him. She was 11.
My son had a nude, and I told him to delete that, and I showed the law to him. That's child pornography. If you have naked pictures of a minor in your phone, it is child pornography, and her parents can. But mom, she sent it. I read the whole thread. There was not one time when he asked her to send her a nude, but to get him to like her, I'll send you this. I erased it. I checked his gallery. I checked his secret app gallery. I checked all of that. So, you gotta know.
Come on,
Mom. You gotta know these apps that these kids have and hide stuff. You think they're just gonna show you the generic phone, but you gotta get deep in it. You know, and we gotta teach these kids, these girls, these boys.
You gotta get deep.
But that Snapchat is something different, boy.
Embrace the Grace. I think there's a new thing on Instagram. My son was telling me about. I don't know if they released it yet, but my son said that if you have an Instagram and you're logged into it, and somebody asks you for the password, now you're able to have 2 passwords. One password is to get into the actual Instagram. The other one is to delete the entire page if someone asks for your information. So, say for instance, your password is tickle.
Okay.
And, right? You look at Instagram, you see all your shit. But then, say for instance, somebody said, "Give me your phone, Embrace. I want to see what you've been messaging." And you tell your boyfriend, he said, "What's the password?" And you say, "Tickle me." And he types in "tickle me." It deletes all the photos, all the threads, like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a 2-parted password. So one password to delete the page, one password to open the actual page.
That's crazy.
So think about that. So when parents be like, "Give me your phone, let me check your phone," shit, they say, "Hold on, mom, I'm gonna log in for you." And everything get deleted.
At the end of the day, sex is no longer sacred. It's just an act. of insertion. That's it.
Yep.
You know.
Now, embrace. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, all you guys with teenage kids, the best thing that you can do for them is to get rid of the iPhones and the Androids and get a ass a goddamn flip phone,
clamshell,
the Obama phone.
The old
the
Razor.
clap.
The old Razor. Remember that old Motorola?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you upgrade it, just give them a Trio or a BlackBerry, and they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be cool. They're gonna be okay.
Because Instagram already has vanishing mode already.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're just adding another thing to it.
But it only vanishes. Now watch. Now
if
it only vanishes for all the rest. Because if the FBI got to see some shit, they can go ahead and get that motherfucker. Because it don't go. It's in the clouds. Whatever you do is in the damn clouds. So you ain't gonna never get past them.
So I want to get the ladies' thoughts on this. Ladies, what are your thoughts? Jakey, what are your thoughts on Big Pink, who was given this class? What are your thoughts?
Big Pink. So I'm gonna share something with you. I'm disturbed and I'm sad because anytime some foolishness is let out or released on our people, we're always at the helm. They always have a black woman at the helm. And the black woman will always be a plus size woman. You want to know why? Because everybody loved Big Mama. That's why. Anytime you want to get someone to do something, you put a big plus size black woman at the helm, because everybody remember, in everybody family, we always had Big Mama. And everybody always listened to what Big Mama said. And if anybody say I'm lying, y'all lying to yourself, because that's what they do all the time. When they want some foolery to happen, they will put a big black plus size woman at the helm to give you foolery. Where is it that makes sense? Where is it that makes sense that, just freely give your body? I remember when T.S. Madison came social media talking about the same day you meet a ninja, just fuck them. 7 days. 7 days until you meeting them, just fuck them.
Take heed.
Can you imagine?
Dude, I don't understand. I don't know if the women understand who take heed. Not take heed. I'm sorry.
T.S. Madison.
T.S. Madison actually is. T.S. Madison is a formal porn star, transsexual porn star.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of these, when you heard Monique talk that bullshit about T.S. Madison, as if T.S. Madison can validate her. No, that is somebody, for one, that's an infiltrator. Women should always rebuke that motherfucker right there. It's the same way with this woman that we talking about right now. She had a bow tie on with a blazer, and she had pink on and she had her titties on her lap. That's showing you a hybrid. She's an hybrid,
right? No,
she is an infiltrator. She's an infiltrator. That's what she is. And at the end of the day, women need to rebuke her and say, "Get the fuck on somewhere," because ain't nobody trying to fuck with you. We seen what she tried to do. You're gonna put a little fact in, and then you're gonna sprinkle that shit with all the other bullshit that you got going on. Fuck her.
But that's what they do. That's what they do. And then everybody sit up and believe it. Oh, my virginity is nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And the thing that breaks my heart so much is that as melanated women, we don't understand how sacred our body is. Because remember, you gotta lay down and open your legs. You gotta lay down and open your vagina. That means you're opening up your body to any type of disease, any type of unwanted pregnancies. You gotta open your body. And I think this is the thing that we miss when we teach our young women. You gotta open your body. A man just have to insert. But you got to open your body. That's why I stress this so much on my channel. You got to lay there and be conquered. You got to lay there and be conquered. So whoever is going in your body, you want to make sure they're covered so that you don't reap any unwanted pregnancies, unwanted diseases that you can't get rid of. And they sitting up here promoting that sex is amazing. Now, let me share something with you. Sex is amazing. Yes, it is.
It's the shit.
It's good. Facts. Okay. We're not going to sit up here and lie. But the problem is that y'all going about it the wrong way. You going about it the wrong way. When you going up here just sleeping with everybody, you giving that but JJ to everybody, and that's what it is, because you freely liberated. But then you'll be like Monique one day. She was crying to her husband, talking about how many men she has screwed. And I felt her pain. She sat up there, she was crying to her husband, talking about how many men she screwed. And you know what her husband said to her? Baby, you just got friendly pussy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said to her. You wasn't no hoe. You just got some friendly pussy.
Say it right, Take Heed. He tasted himself before he said it. He said,
yes.
Baby, you just got friendly pussy.
This is the thing. And we just want our women to freely be liberated. And let me share something with you. Being freely liberated doesn't mean you go out and lay up with everybody. Being freely liberated could mean that you went to Mount Everest. You climbed up Mount Everest. You traveled the world. Freely liberated does not have to mean that I open my legs for 100 men. Where's we doing that at? Why do we think that this mess makes sense? And here we go, cupcake with all that pink on, up there telling women it's okay. That, that doesn't mean anything. No, heifer, it mean a lot. It mean a lot. I'm done.
Before somebody else come up, I'm gonna just tell Black Man to go to hell, because I know what he's getting ready to do. So damn you, brother. I know what you gonna do. So I'm gonna tell you beforehand, go to hell.
While you over there cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Lady Navor for the Cash App.
Me too. Yes, sir. Lady,
dropping them bombs.
Lady Navor, thank you for the $5 Cash App for me as well. Also, thank you to JT, What We Know Podcast, with the $10 Cash App. I appreciate you guys. We're almost there. I can feed two of them now. Got two more to feed. Shit. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for those Cash Apps. Let's get Anissa. Anissa, what are your thoughts about Big Pink?
I like to keep calling it a cupcake. Only thing I can say about this is parents, get your kids, talk to your kids, have open communication with your kids so that they are not misled and led astray by these type of people. It's just super, super important, especially in this day and age. You gotta have that relationship with your kids. You gotta have that open line of communication, and you gotta be willing to teach your kids when the time comes, and not be afraid to say that, if I tell them this, it'll make them do it. No, they're already gonna be exposed to this stuff in the world. So it's your responsibility to put the right information in your kids so that, they don't get led astray by this lady and other people that spread this nonsense. So it's just a crucial time. So that's all I have to say. Everybody else had very good points to say on this.
Thank you, Nessa. Miss Jenny, you've been awfully quiet. I want to hear what you got to say.
The first thing that comes to mind to me is how just the Bible remains undefeated. And it says that the love of money is the root of all evil. And so you can always follow the money when it comes to evil. And so how ironic is it that Planned Parenthood, the people who make their money off the backs of the unborn, killing the unborn, would put out a message that says that virginity is not real. And so how ironic and how coincidental is it that you teach young girls that their virginity is worthless, so then they go out and have sex and then they end up with unwanted babies, and then they turn back to the same people who told them that their virginity was worthless to go and get rid of those children. Isn't that funny? And so
you set them up, we knock them down.
Right.
Exactly. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a circle, it's a circle of death instead of the circle of life. And so it's strategic. And these people, we might think that they're dumb or that, they're just opportunistic or whatever, but at the end of the day, like we battle not against flesh and blood. This is wickedness. This is evil. I mean, to tell young girls and boys too, because boys' virginity matters too, and to tell young people that their virginity is worthless, it's not real, it doesn't matter, it's just like riding a bike. It's wickedness, it's perverted, it's satanic, and so it's just, I mean, it's almost leaving me speechless with just how much bad content it is. And so like JT was saying, just I don't even think it's worth to try to get your kids, cell phones or smartphones. So the older they get, and if they need to go places, then get them like a pager or get them a flip phone.
That's what's up.
Anything that doesn't have
you can't even call
access.
nobody.
Yeah, you can't call nobody.
Yeah. Because it's too dangerous. Because you don't know what they're doing and what could be contacting them, and like I know on iPhones you can airdrop, so you don't even have to have somebody's number. Someone could send them something perverted or disgusting, and they have no idea who sent it, and it's just random, and now the person's in the wind, and so it's just so many avenues to poison your children, and so you just have to stop it before it even gets started.
Yeah,
Miss Jenny, there's a show on TV. I don't know if anybody saw it, Lost in Translation, the rest of you guys, where they're setting kids up to meet with adult men. And they set these young girls up to meet with adult men. And the parents believe, watch this, most parents believe, not my baby. And so they reach out to the little girl. They have the grown man talk to her. She said, oh my God. He say, leave your mama house, sneak out, and come see me in the park. This is at 10 o'clock at night, 11. Almost midnight, the girl sneaks out. The parents are in disbelief.
What is this? How to catch a victim?
No. The actual guy that's talking to them is the actual guy that's trying to teach them a lesson about being online, talking to me.
That's what I'm saying. It's like how to catch a predator in reverse. It's like how to catch a victim.
You catching your kids.
In one episode, he asked the girl to meet him at a hotel 10 miles down the road. She took a goddamn Uber. He sent an Uber to get her halfway down the road. She went, and she walked in the hotel room, and her mama was standing behind the door and grabbed her. Her mama put the mask on and said, come here. And she said, oh. And she pulled the mask off. She said, this your mama. Why the fuck would you leave my house at midnight to come meet a man at a hotel? And you're 13 years old. Like, what are you doing?
The girl peed on herself.
Bro, it's bad, bro.
I was in her pants, man. Just messed up.
But you got to be careful because you don't want to end up.
He said, baby, you just got friendly pussy.
Oh!
Pull up with these.
Got him.
Yes.
I hate you.
Got him. JT was like,
He said, baby, you just got friendly pussy.
Oh! Well, I'm a masterpiece. I'm a master of this shit, bro. I can do it all day. All right, so
I'll be quiet in the motherfucker on these panels now. I'll be like, nope, I ain't saying shit.
So who did we get? Embrace the Grace, have you gone yet? Did you say anything about Big Pink? Okay, you did. Anissa, you said something about Big Pink. Okay, Elman Eyes, you said something about Big Pink. No, what are your thoughts about Big Pink? Cupcake.
No. Somebody need to check Big Pink. Make sure Big Pink is what she's supposed to be before she get up trying to dispense all that wrong information.
She'll bull that.
I mean, I'm sorry. I got tranny vibes from the very beginning.
You hear me?
I'm disturbed. It was just the amount of wrong information, the dismissal of heterosexual sex. I mean, that So because you decide to do something else, now sex has a whole nother meaning. Sex is sex. It's receiving and penetration. End of the story. All of that nonsense she was talking about, the hymen, is garbage. Tampons, and as much as I rode my bicycle, mine should have been way disintegrated. For real, by the time it been disintegrated, trust me, it was not. That shit hurt like hell. Listen, somebody need to call me when they start putting these commercials and all this information together, because that was just stupid. I mean, no. But like what Take Heed was saying, I always go get these big overgrown black, you know what I'm saying, folks. They used to look like Big Mama. Now they looking like Saucy Santana.
Yes, absolutely.
So you up here supposed to be representing women.
Yes,
but you're not even looking like a woman.
Elemental P.
Because I mean, right, I had to force myself to listen to that nonsense because I couldn't get over the aesthetics. I was stuck on that. You on here with 17 different shades of pink, no bra, no belt, pants all the way up here. That looked like rerun and drag. I'm just
BBL
saying.
BBL in the front.
That was a hot mess, and then you sit up here trying to convince
ran over Jergens model
females that virginity is a made-up concept and the anatomy is not real. And even if you eating groceries or whatever it is you doing on the other side, you can do that and you still ain't really had no type of sex. Like, it was complete and total foolishness, but it was rooted in that was a whole demon talking.
Yeah, it was.
Literally, that was a whole demon.
That was Beelzebub.
Yeah. Yep.
So I want to lighten the mood a little bit.
I feel like I need to find this holy oil because I had been subjected to that. That was foolishness.
I'm definitely taking me a goddamn shower.
Turn that upside down so we can see what's going on.
I want to lighten the mood. I want to go to marriage real quick. There was this older couple who had been married for 45 years, and they were on stage with a pastor and his wife. And they asked the lady, how do you stay married to a man? How do you keep a man happy for 45 years? What's the secret? Mm-hmm. And this is what she had to say.
How you keep a man happy for 45 years? Okay. Let the church say yeah.
Y'all heard what was said. Take Heed, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is right up my alley.
I love it. That's what
a lot of people get offended at me saying this, but I promote you sucking your husband dick. Yes, I do. I promote it. I promote you suck your husband dick. I didn't say boyfriend. I didn't say fiance. I said your husband's dick. That's what I said. I promote it. Yes. I'm a teacher in this, okay? I promote it. You know, I got my right hand up right here.
Why is she glowing? Where did that light come from behind? Take Heed. Where did it come from?
Smiling?
Just started glowing and shit. It's
oh my god!
All right, continue, sis.
Oh my god!
Your device isn't set up yet.
Shut up!
Download the Google Home app on a phone or
tablet. Go ahead.
So that's, you know what? She's right though. I like that advice she gave the crowd. She's right. That love making, I always tell y'all in marriage, that love making has to be at the top, at the helm. I'm not saying that This is what you're supposed to only be focused on. I'm not saying that, but it should be at the helm. So everything else can trickle down easy, because you and your husband need that connection. Y'all need that oneness. You need to be more affectionate with each other. I even tell women on my channel, sometimes when he's just sitting on a chair, go lay on him. Sit on his lap. Bother his beard. Kiss on him. Bite on him. That affection needs to be there. I aggravate my husband all the time. Today, he was off today. We was in his house by ourselves. I aggravate this man all the time. He was like, you just bad. I was like, yes. Yes. And the kids ain't.
The presence of the Lord is here.
I'm just telling you. And that's how you keep the family together. That has to be at the helm. I don't care what anybody else tell you. That has to be at the helm, so everything else can trickle down easy. Let me share something with you. I have got some stuff. I don't want to say I have done some stuff, okay, that I will have my husband saying stuff in our room that he know on a good day he would not do, okay? But once I had already laid it down, he had to come through with the promises because he had made them in the bedroom. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it works. Take heed to the message. I'm done.
Yes. How am I shape? I'm sorry. I had to remind myself where I was at. Praise God.
Whew. I had to have a moment. I had to have a praise break right there.
Hey, from all the way from heaven, from Sweet Brother Rance. Thank you, Sweet Brother Rance, all the way from heaven.
Take Peter took us there. The doors of the church is open. Lord, we should let her go last. Jesus Christ. Anissa, what do you got to say about this suckerage? What's going on in your mind when it comes to this? Oh, Lord.
Hey, I say let the church say amen. I saw nothing wrong with what she said. Hey, between a husband and a wife, I think anything goes. So, do what you got to do to keep each other happy and satisfied. So I approve the message. I saw nothing wrong with it. So
ooh, when he on swole, bring him that hole. Embrace the grace. What are your thoughts? Talk to me.
I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to be like he right now. I got something to share with you. And no jokes aside, I am living proof that that can actually happen, because I sat my husband down and I asked him, why did you do it? Why did you cheat on me? In 12 years, I only denied you sex twice. And he told me straight up, because you wasn't sucking enough dick. And I clenched my pearls. And I said, but you told me that wasn't something you was into. He was like, well, that was 10 years ago. I said, well, I didn't get the fucking memo. I mean, you could have texted me, emailed me, smoke signals, banged your penis on my forehead, something. But I'm here to let y'all know that shit is real, because he found somebody that was sucking his soul, and our marriage broke up and never went back to the same. So I made it a point in my life. I went back and saw some pornos, retaught myself how to do that. And ladies and gentlemen, less nagging and more gagging. Okay? That's what we got. Please forgive me. Keep that stomach full and them nut sacks empty. Because I'm telling you, it matters to a man. You know, the ejaculation is different from head and coochie. So if you guys think it's a joke, I'm living proof. I used to be embarrassed to talk about this, but now I'm using it as a learning tool for other women. Don't be too cute to sweat them ends out, and you got to do it. To do what you got to do. He shouldn't have to ask for it. It should come naturally. You should want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, y'all men need to keep that shit appealing, because that was one thing I told him. You got to shave, you got to groom down there, because it got to look nice for me able to, hold one mic. You know what I'm saying? So, again, ladies, I'm going to end with this. Less nagging and more gagging. I digress. My mic is muted.
Shit, I'm going to clip that. Oh, shit. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. You and Take Heed. I think y'all rehearsed this sermons before y'all came up here. That's what happened.
They were sharing notes, definitely.
They were sharing notes or something. Because something happened.
Yeah, something really happened.
Because a lot of men gonna be telling their wives,
"If you
don't give me no shit." Come on, I'm about to shout. Sister Jenny, I don't know what you're gonna do on this one. Sister Jenny, what are your thoughts? Because I know you've been over there about to shout. So just come on, let it out, baby. Let us know what you're thinking.
I don't disagree with the message. But Leek and I were kind of on the same page. We were saying like it's a little too explicit for church. I think that there's a time and a place, and there's a proper way to say things. But yeah, the message itself is perfectly valid. And I think that the bigger sentiment of it is just like, do what makes him happy. And so if he's into that, then yeah, you do that. Or if he's into something else, like if he's really into sports and he actually really wants you to watch it with him and you don't like it, then you need to put aside your pride and humble yourself and submit to him and watch that with him. It's just about pleasing your husband, submitting and obeying to your husband like you're supposed to. And so that general idea, it just applies in all the different areas. If he has a certain thing that he likes to eat and you don't like cooking it, well, cook it anyway, because, you're supposed to submit to him. So yeah, I think that it's solid advice. And even if I didn't, I can't argue with the results because they've been married a long time. So it must be working.
And Sister Jenny, everything that he want to eat, she ain't got to cook. Who up next?
All right.
Did we get Anissa?
White school, turn her camera off. She over there sweating or something. Come on, walk back over here.
I'm working.
I know that's right.
Yes,
we know you're working.
We know you're
I
working.
totally agree with what the lady said. And everybody's like, oh, it's cringy. But the Bible says the elder woman is supposed to tell the younger woman what to do. So why are you arguing with the word? If I tell you what to do to save your marriage or to get closer to your man and what worked for me, and we all talk about what proves and like what we follow people that have success, do what she says or take the suggestion. And the Bible says so. So let's get over that. Because we always talk about, oh, nobody told me nothing. Nobody showed me nothing. And now we got a lady that's been married for 40 plus years telling what was successful in her marriage. And we also have Take Heed, which is my elder, Embrace, which she learned from that mistake. So obviously there's a common denominator around that. And also happened to me in my marriage. Same thing, Embrace and Grace. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But
never again.
To get intimately close with your husband, like Miss Jeannie said, make a combo. If you don't like sports, sit over there with him. Then like Miss Take Heed said, go lay on him, put your head on, do those things to become close and create that bond and that intimate time with your husband, because you guys are one. It is your job to sustain the marriage. You are the woman that sustains him. That's supposed to be his piece of where he goes to the opening up. Like, I'm gonna open up to him in my mind, soul, spirit, and my body. So that is supposed to be relegated to my husband. Sorry, everybody else talking about boyfriends and all that stuff. No, if you don't want to be a boyfriend that long, make the courting process short and marry her right off the rip. So problem solved there. So do the thing. It's the bed is not defiled, and please your husband, and not also keep pouring into him. Ask him to please you as well. It's a two-way thing. So.
Well, these women, I think they got together for the show. I feel bamboozled.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got together before the show.
They knew this shit was going down.
Anissa said, amen. Embrace the grace said, Embrace chapter 3, verse 45 says, less nagging and more.
And more gagging.
They writing a new book.
Please, I would like to address something real quick. Somebody in the chat was saying something about Niecy Nash, right? I hope I'm saying her name right.
Yeah.
That her marriage got destroyed because she was doing the same thing, giving her husband head or sexually pleasing him, and her marriage got destroyed. Her marriage got destroyed because she had a secret desire, and y'all already know what that is. She had a secret desire, and she wanted.
And she was cheating.
Okay, so let's not just she was giving him head, and that's why the marriage still didn't work. No, because she had a secret desire outside of trying to please her husband. So let's get that right. Let's clarify that. And also, I want to share something with you too, Grace. You know, I told you I was married before. I was married at 19. And I remember when I found out my first husband was cheating on me, right? And you know what he said to me? He said to me, a man needs a housewife and he needs a hoe. That's what he told me. He said he needs a housewife and he needs a hoe because he can't see his wife doing the things that his hoe does for him. And I remember when I got years later, when I got married again, I was still in my 20s, but I got in my 20s. Years later, when I got married, I said, never again. I put it in my mind. I said, I will be the housewife and I will be the hoe. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
But the thing is, he didn't communicate this with me. All he had to do was communicate. I don't have a problem doing that and never did, but it was something that he expressed to me at the beginning of the relationship that he wasn't into. And I get it. Our desires change. We evolve. But communicate that with me. For you to just step out and do that, I wouldn't have had no problem. But that's where he made the mistake. He didn't communicate that with me. And it was an easy fix. It could have been, and we could have still been married and celebrating when we got married in 2010. We could have been celebrating 16 years of marriage. But because you chose to pick another alternative to fix the problem, that's what happens. But I'm just letting you guys know, ladies, and all the ladies here on the panel, you got to gag and less nag. Okay?
You know what? I'm gonna take it to church real quick, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you didn't already.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna take it to church. If you are a woman and you're married and you are in a sexless marriage, you're nagging and not gagging, and your lips are not partaking in the rod of life. You are an ungodly woman. Let me say that again. If you are not, you're an ungodly woman. You are not of God if your man is leaving the house dry every day. If your man leaving the house dry, hard, unpleased, unreleased, you are not a godly woman. Your man should not leave the house full of something that you were designed to deflate. Ladies out there, if you're listening, I know y'all gonna get mad and I ain't got to do nothing. You don't, but Becky at work, she gonna suck his. You heard what Embrace said. It's women out there that can move states across state lines with that head. They're magnificent. And I'm telling you right now, if Becky get a hold of your husband and you ain't even get him no head, and Becky pull it, got it, gone.
Did you hear what I said?
And sometimes that head. You to my girl, I got that good diamond coochie. Sometimes that head outdo that coochie. I'm gonna tell you that now. Imagine getting some men will prefer having head over cat. Ain't nobody gonna talk about that. That's a story for another day. It's some women out here, head. Hell, you be like, don't even worry about the coochie. Just give me the head. Just Lord have mercy. She how you like to take heed. Said she had her husband from Africa. He was speaking Greek. You see, you heard him?
Speaking in German.
Yeah, he was
Mandarin. The German chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit. But
it's 15.
Yeah, you got to do it. If you don't do it, somebody else gonna do it for him. Imagine this. Imagine if you could take your husband distractions away from him, right? Because most men cheat when they're horny as hell. They had sex in months or weeks, and another woman coming on to him, they like, damn. But imagine your husband getting up in the morning, he ain't got nothing to give. Shit, you done wore his ass out. And then you call him midday at work and say, and when you get home, I'm gonna wear that ass out again. What is he distracted with? What is he distracted with? He like, damn, when I get home, she gonna tear me up again. Yeah.
He too tired. He drained.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
You
kind of
gotta-
like a sport, man. I mean, think about it. When you actually talking about what sex is, it's finding that cadence with one another. This is why you always have the he.
Oh, there go another one.
Got him.
Yeah, it's in cadence, right? It's if you really making love, it is that. It's a whole lot. You don't have to talk. That all that talking, do this and do that. No, you're already communicating with each other when it comes down to it. When it comes to sweating and your heart beating, your goddamn head, it's a whole different experience than just out here just having sex with some random person.
Yep.
It's kind of like when you got that person when you man, listen, men already know what I'm talking about. When you sit there in the morning time and y'all going to work and you look at that person and they look at you and y'all just look at each other where it's like, we did our thing. We left. The woman with it, she expressed it to you. Sometimes a woman will sit back and text you or call you and say, I still feel you inside me. You did your damn thing. That cadence, dude, I don't even know if women even understand. Y'all be singing. That's why men don't like, if you silent, you ain't gonna have your man.
Yeah, don't nobody want to have sex with no starfish.
We don't want no starfish.
Yeah, no
But
starfish.
at the end of the day, it's kind of like a cheerleader. You know, it's kind of like you telling the man, come on, get it. Come on. And it's like a cadence that a woman do. And that man be like, I'm gonna kill myself trying to get to where we trying to get to.
And
it's a spiritual thing.
And husbands should not be ashamed to say what they want from their wife. I tell my wife all the time, wife, baby, go sit on my face.
Yeah, sit on my face.
What we talking about?
Look, she could be just cooking.
She'll ask me, what we doing today? She'll have a honeydew list. Go to Home Depot, go to this. She said, did you get the list? I said, yeah, I got the list. She said, okay, what you gonna do? I said, I'm finna go take a shower, eat your pussy, go to Home Depot, come back and get some.
It's all in the plan.
She's like, what you say? I said, look, it's all on the list. It's on there.
You could listen, you could be all of that. You could be this the thing. You can be all of that with your woman. She's learning you when you're doing that. That is silly and serious at the same goddamn time. You're like, girl,
that is the best. That is the best.
Right. And that's basically what it is. It's the communication that you have with each other, because it should be fun. It should not be something that is so damn dirty that you can't talk about it. That's the dumbest shit in the world.
Man.
I want to be at the point where when I see you in the morning time and I'm seeing you leave, I'm like, we got to do this when we come back, or be spontaneous. Or it's like literally women will bring inspiration to men. Like we can go and do our job so much better than what we did when y'all do. It's something about that cerebral thing or whatever. I don't know if I said the word right, but it's right in your mind where after you done released the way that you release, and if she can cook, and if y'all can listen, and y'all can hang out with each other.
Stand in the kitchen, butt naked with a glass of goddamn orange juice. Shit.
Women would make men do some of the most goofiest shit in the world.
What?
I tell any woman I'm with, listen, I ain't really with that wearing matching t-shirts and shit like that. But when you put that loving on me, we have his and her t-shirts. We color coordinated. All niggas be looking at me crazy as hell. I don't give a fuck what they talking about.
But we're scared to talk to our young like that. We scared to talk to our young like that.
Exactly.
And this is when all the nonsense come in and all the cheating come in. Because I'm gonna share something with you. When you both are making love to each other, husband and wife, I'm only talking to. When you are both making love to each other, you do role play. You know what I'm saying? Talk dirty to each other. You know what I'm saying? Get it in. Don't just be it's all you're laying there. He got you on one side. You only do it on that one side. And it's always on a Tuesday. What the hell are we doing here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, you got to learn how to do quickies. You got to learn how to do that. You got to learn how to keep that lovemaking essential.
Right.
Even with the touch and the feel, even during the day when you're cooking, you're in the kitchen, he's doing something. He walked past you. Do the rub, do the hug. You know what I'm saying? Keep it.
And men, smack her on the ass. You gotta smack on the ass now.
That's the problem. That's the problem, because the older women are scared to talk to the younger ones to tell them, listen, learn how to give head. If you don't know how to give head, get a banana, use a lollipop, do the best you can. Okay? And
watch a porn.
Don't bite. Okay? I can't say the porn. I can't say the porn, but I will say this. I always tell women that the best thing that you got to understand when you making love to your husband is put it in your mind.
Yeah.
Put it in your mind.
Yep.
Wherever y'all had made love at the other day, and he had your leg at the top of the bed and your other leg up to the air, and you was
that highlight reel.
What's going on, and he all on you. This is what you put in your mind. And so that this will make you come faster. Okay? I always say this. Just take heed to the
I knew your ass was in the Olympics, goddamn it.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
From the chandelier.
Man, I told my wife, I said this year I want head on the Ferris wheel.
Lost the translation.
I told her. Take heed. I told my wife, I said, listen, I want to have head on that Ferris wheel this year at the state fair. I said, because if state fair comes in September, you got till September to figure out the blueprints on how much room you need up there. But I want you, as soon as we get to the top of that wind start blowing, I want you blowing right with it, goddamn it. That's it. Shit.
Great memories.
Hey, black man. And even when she's talking, y'all just having conversation, just regular conversation, just reach out and just start grabbing just grab a titty. Just grab a titty. She gonna say, boy, what you doing? You gonna be like, don't worry about it. Just you concentrate on the conversation which you was having. So I know what I'm doing over here.
You remember my sister-in-law came on here the other time, Mother. The yellow, remember Take Heed, she came on with y'all that night, the yellow skinned lady, pretty lady. So that's my sister-in-law. So we went to go eat. So I'm always joking with my brothers because they crazy like me. I said, bro, be good boy. I said, it's National Head Day. And my brother said, yeah, he dropped his head. I said, what the fuck? He ain't gonna say nothing. She said he ain't gonna say nothing because I just sucked his dick before we came in here.
Did you hear what I said?
Now, isn't that? But this is the funniest thing when you talk to young single people. It'd be like, isn't that funner than sitting there with randoms and trying to find with strangers and shit like that? That shit is what you should be like. This is what I really want right here. Yeah. All that other shit, man, is just talking points. I ain't gonna even lie. It's all talking points, bro.
But I will say this, man. I enjoy having these conversations with adult people, right? I enjoy having it with Miss Jenny, Anissa. You guys are amazing. Embrace the Grace, Harmonize, Take Heed, Wife School. You just having a conversation with grown-ass women who understand the damn assignment.
Yeah. Who
understand the assignment. Instead of women out there saying, using it as a weapon. Oh, and what women don't understand is in the 90s, you had the anthem, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never. You remember? Yeah. And men and women were sticking to that. Today, you say never gonna get it. Becky gonna say, I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it. Right? Because when you say no, I'm guaranteed it's a woman over there that hates you so much, that hates your relationship, don't want your relationship to succeed. She right there. She said, oh, we don't have to succeed. I'll be on my knees.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
No doubt.
And it could be a cousin, it could be a sister, it could be mama's trying to have sex with their daughter's husbands now. It's ridiculous out here. And so it's like, that's what we at today. So take heed. Y'all drop some diamonds tonight. Y'all drop some nuggets in this thing tonight. Y'all preach tonight. I'm gonna be up edit. They can go to sleep. Y'all drop some knowledge in this thing tonight. I can't even believe Anissa was amen. Anissa said, amen. Anissa had a wine glass. She said, amen, everybody.
Miss you taking them notes, girl.
Anissa said, amen. We learned something tonight. And so as we wrap it up, guys, I want to give everybody final thoughts on the show tonight. Because I know people got to go hang from the chandeliers tonight after this conversation. So Look at Taki. She's ready.
Oh, that's just wiggling, just ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I can see you right now. As soon as the camera goes, she running to the stage.
On your mark. Get set.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Let's go Harmonize. Harmonize, thank you for being here tonight. What are your final thoughts for the show tonight?
She's still blushing.
But I enjoyed the conversation, ladies. I appreciate the confirmation of my previous tutelage on what to do. I'm on the right track. So thank y'all for the confirmation. And again, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'll be ringing you up again. We're gonna let Taki go last. So she gonna start a sermon, and this thing is just gonna go left. I'm just, Lord, Anissa say, I'm going to get my husband tonight. She's going to Vegas in the morning because Anissa, well, what are your final thoughts, sweetheart?
Well, yes, I also enjoyed the conversation. And I think, we have to remember those that are married already know, but those of us that want to be married and want a successful one, we have to remember that sex is fun. It's fun with your husband, and although you're his wife and you may be a mom and all of these other things, but you're also his plaything. So you have to remember to keep it fun and keep it playful. And you have forever with this person. So, and you're supposed to enjoy each other and reap all the benefits of that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I think some of the things one thing that may hinder some women is we were raised that if you were a good girl, you didn't do certain things. And I think we have to we got to change that thinking and let that go. Other cultures, they were taught at an early age how to do some things. And they've been doing it for a long, long time. But we were taught if you were a good girl, you didn't do this. Or if you're a good woman, you don't do this. So sometimes you have to retrain yourself and forget some of the things that you may have been taught. But when you get past all of that stuff, not only do you enjoy pleasuring your spouse, you also enjoy receiving it. So it's a beautiful thing, and so we have to keep that in mind.
Lord have mercy, Miss Jenny. Talk to us tonight. What are your final thoughts? Wow.
I think it's interesting about what Embrace the Grace had said earlier about the first video with Sukihana and how she was saying that, they put these people in front of us, or they put these people in the spotlight to make brown women look stupid. And that also kind of dawned on me with Big Pink, as you were saying, that of course it's a Black woman that is promoting stuff that is objectively false and that is, widely accepted as foolish. And so I think that sometimes I feel like we might get weary in well doing. The Bible says to not get weary in well doing, and so we might feel like we come here week after week and we all do our own things on our own platform, and it's like am I really making a difference? Am I really invoking change? And the thing is that yes, just by us being Black women or brown women who aren't ignorant, who know the definition of words, who know what our titles are, who know what virginity is, who know how to be good wives and be productive members of society, we're making a difference. And so just by us doing what we're doing, and then on top of us having our platforms, we are the change that we want to see. And so I want to encourage us to not get discouraged, because Sukihana, she has way more followers than all of us combined, but the pendulum is swinging, and I believe that the tide is turning. And so I think that we watch these videos, we get kind of discouraged, and we feel like the kids are bad, the Black women are bad, the celebrities are bad, it's all downhill. But tomorrow is always today, and one of us could go viral and be all over, and we could be internet famous, and then a new spotlight will be there. And so we got to keep up the good work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Jenny, for your final thoughts as well. Embrace the Grace. you came in with Embrace the Grace chapter 3, verse 43, when you say less nagging and more gagging. And so thank you for inspiring us tonight with the Bible of grace. And so what are your final thoughts, Sugarfoot?
I know I wasn't so graceful today, but there comes a time where you got to get the real nitty gritty. I want my younger girls to learn. I want our young men and our boys to be happy and have happy marriages. Because like I told you, I don't want to catch a charge when it comes to my son. And these girls need to learn. And if their mama ain't teaching them, we have Wife School Podcast. We have Heed the Message. We have Aminize, Anise, Jenny, myself. It is our responsibility. It says it in the Bible that elders need to teach the younger ones. I'm teaching my mistake. What I did wrong. I learned in therapy that I had some doing in the deterioration of my marriage. It wasn't just him. We have to learn to take accountability, teach each other, learn from our, not mistakes, but from our lessons. So again, I'll end with full stomachs, empty nut sacks, and ladies, more less nagging and more gagging.
So that's chapter 3, verse 43. Less nagging and more gagging. Then 45 says empty nuts and full guts. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I like that one. Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're here to work together. Wife School Podcast, what are your final thoughts, Triple?
Oh, I had a blast tonight. Thank you for having me up here, Black Man, everybody on the panel. Just like Miss Jenny said, like, reverting back to one of her statements, she said the Bible is undefeated. And God is not going to be undefeated at the end of the day. So I'd rather be on his side. As we see that the secular voice is being amplified, but our voice needs to be just as loud because we already know the assignment. We already know what's going to win in the end. And just know that we have to be very adamant, be very intentional with our community, with our young people. Sorry about all these unruly people in the back. With our youth, our young kids, bringing the information to them age appropriate, but definitely not saying anything, not speaking up. That's where we got in our situations. Nobody talked to me about sex. It's like, just don't do it. Okay, usually when you tell somebody not to do it, they're going to do the opposite. But if you give somebody some enlightenment of what of consequence means and where you most likely will end up, that gives them a better vision of where they're going instead of being blindly out here in this world. And thank you, RBN. I'm sorry, not BMU. I'm all over the place. Thank you, BMU, for showing and highlighting those videos because it's very, very, very imperative that we bring these issues to light and talk about them and turn the compass around, back to marriage, back to family, back to God. So I'm all here for it.
All right, thank you so much. Before you do that, I want to kick a shout out to TJ from the RBN Network. He's tonight's sponsor just now. Sending in the $100 Cash App, man. Listen, he done fed everybody. God damn it. RBN, thank you, TJ, so much, man, for the Cash App, man. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man, for always supporting, man. He said he's at work and we've been entertaining him his whole shift. So I appreciate you, my brother.
What you say?
Thank you, brother, for everything that you sent tonight, man. I appreciate it. And everybody else that also sent a Cash App tonight as well. Thank you. Take heed to the message. Thank you, JT. Thank you. I got to go down the list here. Thank you, Lady Novoa. Thank you to International Quiet Storm. Let's see here. I think that's it right now. Is it? Maybe. Okay. If I miss somebody, church to my head, not to my heart. I appreciate you. So who else we got? Oh Lord, here we go. Let me take a deep breath. Take heed to the message. I know in the morning your show is going to be very powerful. I'm definitely going to be tuning in. Turn it up at work because I work with a whole bunch of corporate whores, and so I thank you so much for everything that you do, ma'am. Take heed to the message. Give us your final thoughts.
So it's past 12 midnight, and I'm 16 years married today. And
congratulations!
to say to my husband, my king, thank you for choosing me so many years ago. And thank you for all the beautiful.
Hold on, pause, take heat. We got to do it the right way. Rewind that shit. Go.
I want to say thank you for choosing me to be your wife. I want to say thank you for all the beautiful children we have together. And I want to say I pray to God that we continue this for a lifetime. I don't want to be with nobody else but you. I don't want to be with nobody else but you. Because I'm a problem for somebody. I'm a problem for somebody. And you already said you took one for the team. So listen, I just want us to just continue to grow old together, have our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and continue to just grow. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see nothing else. And I just want to say thank you for loving me, even in my darkest hour. Even with all my mama and daddy issues, thank you for loving me. And I also want to say, I appreciate you more than you would ever know. I know that I have been a hurricane in the beginning of our marriage, but you quenched that hurricane and you made me see a different way. And I just want to tell you, I appreciate you so much. And I don't want nobody else but you. I don't want nobody else but you. And that's my end. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Black man, you on mute.
I need a minute. Hold on a minute.
Shit, I'm telling him he muted and I was muted.
Hell yeah,
everybody was muted.
That was God telling us to shut up and just let it sink in for a minute.
Yeah.
You need a minute.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Me too. Oh. Damn, take heed. Always doing this to us. I'm tired of it. Shit.
That's a beautiful thing.
She went from sucking to love it. This so bullshit. We on a roller coaster here. I'm saying
that's right, take heed.
Oh my God, take heed. I'm just well, take heed. I just want to say Home Depot is not going to take back those chandeliers after tomorrow. So just throw the receipt away. If you got the receipt, if you can take them back, take them back. I understand your husband's going to be in bad shape tomorrow. So I'm just glad you guys are in good hands with Allstate because I know that the walls are going to come down. Everything just
get the wheelchair. Get the wheelchair.
Get the wheelchair.
The oxygen tank.
Because our pain told me to tell you.
The toughest things any man has ever done is turn down a nice piece of willing, steaming ass piece of pussy.
So
that's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what the man said now. That's what he said.
Lost in translation.
That's what I heard.
And what are your final thoughts, my brother? Because no, I'm gonna get JT first. JT, what are your final thoughts, man? Then we'll go to Lawson and I'll end this
out. Yeah, well, it was absolutely a great conversation with the ladies. I had fun, man. I had a blast on here. Tomorrow I'll be doing my rendition of the Black Man Unfiltered again after being on that
computer hiatus.
Yeah, that bullshit ass hiatus. I bought that the people was working against me, man. They was working against me. But again, I give thanks to you, brother. Lost in Translation. All the ladies on the panel, man. It was a great show. So I end it right there.
I appreciate you, brother. Welcome back, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're gonna bring tomorrow, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What's the name of your show tomorrow?
If you love me, then you would have made better decisions before you had me.
Hey, go ahead, take it. I ain't gonna take it from you. He said that's nasty.
What time?
9:30. 9:30. Yeah.
9:30 Eastern, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Man, appreciate you, brother. Lost in translation, my brother. What are your final thoughts on the show tonight?
You know what? My final thoughts is that, ladies, there's very little that is separating you from the ladies of the world. I'll give you an example. Monday on Humble Dad's podcast, we had us a great conversation, man.
He's in the chat tonight. What's up, Humble Dad?
Yeah, Humble Dad's in the chat.
Yeah.
And one of the things I had to explain to them is that a lot of women like to rely on the fact that they have a vagina. Well, I say in sales, there's a thing we call features and benefits. Well, the vagina is just a feature. But my thing is, what's the benefit? Are you nurturing? Are you caring? Do you listen? Is your husband's heart have a safe place to lay it? You know what I'm saying? That, my friend, is a benefit. And what I tell ladies all the time, make sure that your husband's heart has a safe place to land. You know what I mean? Always make sure that it's okay for him to come in to land. You know what I mean? Anybody could go out there and do all type of tricks or whatever. But the thing about it is, do you have his ear? Can he safely trust you? I mean, that's in Proverbs.
Come on, Proverbs.
Come
on, I know it.
You see what I'm saying? You already know those church folks already know.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And my thing is this: take every opportunity to be his inspiration.
Yeah.
He's actually looking for that. And when a lot of times women like to think that men only want sex, that's just the way that they know how to express it. I assure you, they want the connection. And they just express it through sex. So my thing is this: you'll find that there'll be times where he just wants to hold your hand. There'll be times where he wants you to rub his back. Sometimes he just wants you to whisper in his ear and say, you know what, I love you and I appreciate you. So my thing is this: make sure that you use the things that you were taught to be a good woman, to be a nurturing woman, to be an inspirational woman. You know what I mean? To be a woman of God, to seek after those things that pleases your husband's heart, because I assure you, he wants to do the same. But we have to make sure that we give each other the opportunity to do those things. So with that being said, when the world tells us to hate our women, over here, we want to do the opposite. We're going to love on them. And ladies, when the world tells you to hate on your men, you should do the opposite and love on them. And guess who's going to win? If you have all the women and the men loving on each other, then the rest of this stuff can't stand. That's guaranteed. So if you're pouring into your husband as you should, and your husband is pouring into you as you should, as Jesus Christ would say, your well will never run dry. Ladies, I want to take the opportunity to thank every last one of you for coming on tonight in your own special way, giving us the opportunity to celebrate you and for you to give back to those who are listening. I want to make sure that I take the time out to celebrate those in the chat, those who are listening around, those who gave, and those who had the desire but did not give it. I just want to say thank you for all of you who are actually making this network a great network, and we're moving forward from here on out. Black man, it's on you, sir. Thank you so much for allowing us to have this platform.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you. I appreciate everybody on the panel. I'm going to wait to Wife School Podcast, stop licking her lips while you're talking, and then I'm going to start talking.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Yeah, we're gathered here. While you was talking, she said, look, there it is. See, I thought you got that. I'm going to say something.
You better cut that out there.
Yeah, lost in translation. Got his leg cocked up on the chair over there now. He like, Lord, have mercy.
Wait a minute.
Wiggling his toes.
Wait a damn minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm just practicing what I've learned from today. Take heed said to practice. No, so I don't have nobody to practice with, so that's okay.
I know that's
Don't worry about it. It's coming.
Yeah, that holy penis coming. Just grab
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
That holy penis is on its way. Now I do want to say thank you to all the ladies. I can't get it out.
Get ready.
Because I'm laughing at you, laughing at me. Thank you guys for coming tonight, and I'm with Lost in Translation, man. Thank you for everybody that gave, and the ones that had the heart to give and just could not give, but you did hit the like button and subscribe button and the share button, which also means a lot to the channel as well. So I appreciate all the ladies. Miss Jenny, thank you so much. Anissa, thank you for you and your wine. Embrace the Grace, thank you for the nag and gag. Wife School Podcast, thank you for the practicing of the lips before the show is over. Take heed to the message. Thank you for taking us to, Lord have mercy, to lovely land and bringing us back down and taking us back up. Almanize, thank you so much for just telling it like it is. I appreciate you. And I just, I don't know how to say, thank you as much as I'm at a loss for words. You guys have dropped so many jewels tonight. And women, if you're not listening, then you don't want it. You really don't want to do the work and you don't want the assignment. And that's all I have to say. Tomorrow night, we got JT on tomorrow night. On Thursday, let me tell you what we got on Thursday. I want to make sure these guys get promoted. We got Thursday night, we have, Dr. Nkumbe and Coach K. They're doing Am I Cheating or Are You Tripping? That's on Thursday. Friday night, it's going to be, the barbershop is going to be pretty rough in the barbershop. Are you the main or are you the backup? That's Friday in the barbershop. We're going to talk about that. And then on Sunday, the gray area with Mr. Bennett and my boy, the what I call him, the Greek Freak.
The Greek Freak.
They
will
will
the reviews.
Yes, they will be going over religion. They'll be talking about cultural religion on Sunday. Good. So that's going to be real good as well. So we got a lot of good shows coming up, and then we'll be right back next week again with some more topics. So I appreciate you guys, all of you guys. We're going to end tonight saying happy anniversary to the Take Heed Kingdom over there.
My sister.
Man, we love you, sister. We really do. And man, take heed. You are a prime example. You are the standard, along with the other ladies on this panel. You guys are the standard of what women should look like, what they should think like, how they should speak, how they should take care of their children, and how they should take care of their king. And I'm forever grateful for having you guys here. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay. All right, we're gonna end with a little churchy. We're gonna have some church while we're getting up out of here. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Talk That Talk Tuesday, Black Men Unfiltered Network. Peace.
Peace.
Subscribe now.
How you keep a man happy for 45 years?